Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Freeman Motorsports with the Cookout 400 at Richmond Raceway. The clock is ticking till the playoffs begin in the NASCAR Cup Series. And who's going to advance their position on the cut line? Only 16 drivers make it in to the playoffs, and there are only 5 spots remaining. We're going to start to narrow down those final slots as the weeks tick by. Thanks to everybody watching right now. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I know we haven't been live in a while, but we're back for 400 miles at Richmond today. Or 400 laps, actually. 300 miles. Ginger Williamson, how you doing? Starting on pole, though, Tyler Reddick in the 45. He's got a West Coast Customs scheme on the car this weekend, part of a collab they're doing on social media. And then Kyle Busch will start in the number 8 car to his outside. On row 2, the number 11, the winner last weekend with a lot of boos from the Pocono crowd, will roll off in the 3rd position, rocking that Mavis discount tire scheme once again. We'll see if he has a similar result as last weekend. And then in 4th, the number 9 of Chase Elliott, who is almost in a must-win situation at this point as the playoffs are approaching. This is going to be one of his best opportunities to pick up a win. In row number 3, the number 23 of Bubba Wallace. He is currently above that playoff cut line, but obviously a win would lock him in and take a lot of the nerves off that 23 team. To his outside, already a winner multiple times this season, the number 24 of William Byron rolls off from P6. In row 4, the rookie Ty Gibbs trying to work his way into the playoffs. Currently, he is below that cut line. And then rolling off to his outside, the winner a year ago, Kevin Harvick. In row number 5, you're looking at the number 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. continuing to have a career year. And his outside, the number 19 of Martin Truex Jr., who has really come on at the short tracks in the last couple of years. And then in row number 6, the number 41 of Ryan Preece with, I believe, his best qualifying effort on the year. He's looking to have a good result today. He's known as a modified racer, so he's very accustomed to these short tracks. And then to his outside is the 42 of Noah Gragson with also a very strong qualifying effort. In row 7, you have the number 6 of Brad Keselowski, who is over 100 points to the good on the playoff cut line. He just doesn't want anything catastrophic to happen today to bring him any closer to that cut line in that cut line battle. In row number 7 is the number 5 of Kyle Larson. In row 8, the 48 of Alex Bowman. In the 38 of Todd Gilliland. In row 9, the number 3 of Austin Dillon. And currently the last man above the cut line is the number 34 of Michael McDowell. He will roll off 18th today. In row number 10, the number 1 of Ross Chastain, and the 14 of Chase Briscoe. And then with his best ever qualifying effort in the NASCAR Cup Series, B.J. McLeod in the 78 rolls off 21st. That team looking to make some strides forward, as I believe they now have an affiliation with RCR. To his outside is the number 21 of Harrison Burton, rolling off from the 22nd position. In row 12, number 22 of Joey Logano, the highest qualifying Penske cars. The Penske cars really struggled in practice and qualifying yesterday. They're all looking to move to the front. And then the number 10 of Eric Almirola rolls off 24th. In row 13, the number 12 of Ryan Blaney, and the 17 of Chris Buescher. In row 14, Eric Jones and Justin Haley. Row 15, Christopher Bell and Austin Cindric. Both of those drivers will be looking to move from the back to the front. In row 16, the 7 of Corey LaJoie and the 51 of Ryan Newman. In row 17 is the number 99 of Daniel Suarez, who definitely needs to work his way to the front. Currently, he is below the cut line coming into today. He is 40 points to the bad. He's got a lot of progress to make up after crashing out last weekend at Pocono. And then in 34th is the 77 of Ty Dillon. And on the last row of the field, the 15 of J.J. Ailey. And then A.J. Allmendinger, after choosing to skip qualifying and practice yesterday and starting at the rear of the field instead, he'll have to come from the back to the front. He is, right now, the first driver out of the playoffs. Or second driver out of the playoffs, I should say, behind Ty Gibbs. All right. How's everybody doing today? Let me see you in the chat. What are your thoughts? I'll put up a poll. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Who wins at Richmond today? Well, I think you got to put Harvick, as he's the defending winner, as one of the options. I think Reddick, since he's starting on pole. Kyle Busch, always fast here. And then we'll say Denny Hamlin, since he is really on a hot streak recently. I say you give him treats, Ginger. How's audio quality sounding, guys? We're just going to check it really quick on my end. So we haven't been live in a minute. Don't really know what things are looking like on the technical side exactly. Okay, things are sounding good. Things are sounding good. All right, all right. So now let's get into the playoff cut line battle. We'll talk about that as they're still looking to fire off the engines here at Richmond. So currently, like I was saying, the last driver in is Michael McDowell. He is just 17 points to the good over A.J. Allmendinger. Both McDowell and Allmendinger have really come on strong in the last couple of weeks. At one point, both drivers were, I believe, more than 40 points below the cut line about 5 weeks ago, and so they've steadily progressed forward, overcoming drivers like Suarez, Gibbs, and Bowman within the point standings. So they both steadily moved forward. And I honestly think they both have a very good chance of overtaking Bubba Wallace in the standings, and it really being McDowell and Allmendinger occupying the bottom two spots, and Wallace being the first one out, just because of the tracks coming up on the schedule. You have two road courses that both McDowell and Allmendinger do really well at, which is the Indy Road Course and Watkins Glen. So I think those two races, which are also races that Bubba Wallace really struggles at. Yes, he got a top 5 at the Indy Road Course last year, but there was so much chaos, so many cars getting shoved off late in the going that kind of allowed him to have a avenue towards the front of the field, whereas recently at Watkins Glen the last couple of years, he has struggled to run inside of the top 25 consistently. So I think I think Wallace is really in a compromised situation right now. I think he needs to make the most of this run today. I think he can, since he's starting in the 5th position. So if he can pick up some valuable stage points and get a top 10 result at the end of the day, that would be huge for him to build himself a bit of a cushion. And then Allmendinger also has kind of put himself in a hole here. There's some news coming out about how invested Allmendinger is into this playoff fight. It sounds like he really doesn't even want to run in the Cup Series full time. He'd rather run in the Xfinity Series and have a better shot at actually competing for the championship versus just kind of trying to pick up the scraps and maybe make it into the playoffs in the Cup Series. I think he's already spent a lot of his career doing that, and he just would rather trophy hunt instead, which is understandable. But either way, it was very questionable, his choice to skip qualifying in practice and opt to start at the rear of the field for this race today, just with how difficult it was to pass this race in the spring. So we'll keep tabs on how fast A.J. Allmendinger moves to the front. Also, just as long as he's able to avoid going a lap down. And I think there might be a competition caution because there was lightning in the area, so that delayed the start of the race. I don't see anything online, though. Okay, so we'll figure that out here for you guys soon. Also, the command to start engines has been given, and the drivers are out on the opening pace laps right now. But yeah, really, Allmendinger is trying to just dig himself out of a hole here at the start of the race and trying to make up some ground on McDowell and Wallace. Now, beyond that, the drivers above the cut line, Buescher, Keselowski, and Harvick, are all at least 100 points to the good, so it would take a tumultuous collapse on their end or a lot of new winners below the cut line for them to be thrust into a position of where they're having to fight for those final spots in the playoffs. So it's really down to, at this point in the game, Wallace, McDowell, Gibbs, Allmendinger, Suarez, and then I'd say Elliott and Bowman are just both still barely within range. And I mean, technically speaking, Haley and Cindric and a couple other drivers are within range, but it would take running top 5 pretty much every week from here on out for them to make it in reasonably. Yeah, the guys I'm keeping my eyes on today, honestly, all Toyotas. Richmond, historically a track Toyotas dominate at. Now, there has been a lot of strategy at this race in the past, so I think strategies also could potentially play a factor down the stretch unless we get some late race cautions. Like, obviously, Larson was able to kind of win on a strategy call in the spring. Last year, Harvick, well, I guess the spring race last year, there was a lot of strategy going on there, and then Harvick picking up the win last year. And then can Harvick get another win? Can he get a win in his farewell season in the NASCAR Cup Series? I think today might end up being his best shot to do it, or next weekend at Michigan where he won as well last year. And once again, Harvick, the highest qualifying Ford this weekend in 8th. The next best is Keselowski in 13th. Actually, no, Preece in 11th. I think Preece also would be somebody as an underdog to keep your eyes on. I've always suspected Preece to do better at the short tracks because, he comes from that modified background, that short track background. And, he really hasn't done well with them historically, or at least anything to really pop out too much. But starting 11th in that 41 car, I think if he's able to progress into the top 10 and run top 10 all day, that would be fairly impressive after what has been a very, very bad season, I would say, for Ryan Preece. Now, it does sound like he has that seat locked up for the 2024 season, so it looks like he does have one more second chance at it, but we'll still have to see, since he's not bringing a lot of his own funding to the table. Yeah, no other underdogs, or I would say Stenhouse is kind of an underdog. In the spring race, he was running really well. Started running that high line that we really had never seen before at Richmond, and worked his way all the way up to the top 5, I believe. And then he had some sort of part failure, which took them out of contention. But I think Stenhouse is definitely somebody to keep your eyes on. But the green flag will be coming out next time around. The first stage will be 70 laps, 400 laps total today. Appreciate it, everybody watching. If you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Chase Elliott's winning today, says Kenneth. Scotty, you're going for Bowman. All right. We'll see. Today, like I said, if I had to pick somebody to win right now, I'm going Denny Hamlin. Even though I'm a Larson fan, I'm going Hamlin today. Anyways, here they are into the Geico restart zone. The green flag is out for 400 laps here today at Richmond. And Reddick with a good restart on the inside. The inside line, obviously the preferred line around this short track. Kyle Busch hanging tough, but he's going to slip back into a battle for second with Hamlin further back. They are 3 wide, actually maybe 4 wide there for an instant off of turn 2. McDowell going around the outside, picking up a lot of spots here on the opening laps. And Hamlin has almost cleared Kyle Busch for second place at the line. Meanwhile, Tyler Reddick leads lap number 1 here at Richmond. And it is crazy back in the pack. They're running 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Martin Truex Jr., Harrison Burton also in the middle of that 3 wide battle. Bowman on the inside of 3 wide back there as well. And man, it is a logjam. They are 4 wide now. As here comes Logano on the inside of Chastain, making up some spots. Chastain will lose out in a couple of spots right there. And McDowell's already making up a lot of spots here in the early going with these aggressive moves, putting him 3 wide, possibly 4 wide here and there. He's moved up from 18th to 14th in the first 3 laps here. But at the front of the field, it's all Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin trying to chase him down, then Kyle Busch, Elliott, Byron Wallace, your top 6. Oh, Stenhouse and Truex got together a bit, and that's why. Oh, Truex did start in 10th, but Truex has lost out big time here in the opening laps, as he has dropped all the way down from a starting position of 10th to outside of the top 20. I think he's in 21st. Hopefully he didn't get any damage there. Thanks to everybody watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I know we have not been live in a minute, but thanks to everybody tuning in. Let's get this thing up to 10 likes. All right. Reddick out front by 0.3 of a second, 5 laps in. Then it's a second back to Kyle Busch in third, a second and a half back to Elliott in fourth, 2 seconds back to Byron in fifth, and Wallace, Gibbs, Harvick, Preece, and Stenhouse round out your top 10. Everybody trying to get single file. Currently, Chase Briscoe kind of getting freight trained around the outside. Also, A.J. Allmendinger, after starting out back, has only worked his way up to 34th, only picking up 2 spots. He's got a lot of ground to make up considering the people he's battling around that cut line. Right now, Bubba Wallace challenging William Byron for 5th, and he's going to take that spot. So Bubba Wallace moves up a spot into the top 5, back where he started. And now he's just giving himself a bigger cushion to that cut line currently. And then Michael McDowell, like I already mentioned, he's already at 4 spots from where he started. Currently, the battle on the cut line, actually, it's Ty Gibbs making up a lot of ground. He is only 13 points to the bad as they run, and it's McDowell only 13 to the good. But Bubba Wallace came into today, I believe, 24 points to the good, and now he is 44 points to the good where he runs currently, if he can hold that spot. Allmendinger still has only dropped to 35 below the cut line, but he came in 17 below the cut line. Obviously, a long way to go. We're just 8 laps into this 400-lapper today, 300 miles. And the Penske guys that all really struggled in qualifying still have not made up a lot of positions in the opening laps. Cindric started 30th, still runs 30th. Now he's actually down to 31st. Ooh, Almirola's up the track a little bit there in 3 and 4. Almost got into the door of Logano. Allmendinger starting to pick up a couple more spots. He's up to 32nd, now actually up to 30th. A lot of side-by-side racing here in the early going. Very entertaining racing for normal Richmond standards, I must say. Kyle Larson's up to 12th after starting 14th. Right now, Reddick actually growing his lead over Hamlin just a bit, up to 0.6 of a second. Obviously, it's the short track, so lap traffic will play a big factor. How do you navigate lap traffic will probably affect how you finish in this race. Already, the drivers at the tail end of the field, 12 seconds behind the leaders. And these are a 24-second lap time, so already about a half a lap behind the leaders, and we're only 10 laps into the run. What place is Alex Bowman? Bowman currently runs in the 15th position behind Noah Gragson and ahead of Chase Briscoe. Briscoe and Gillen currently fighting side-by-side for that 15th position, and Briscoe went out just behind him. Almirola and Logano have been battling side-by-side for quite a while now. Almirola holds the inside line. Logano trying to work that outside. Logano started 23rd and is up already 6 positions. Allmendinger, the biggest mover since the start. He's up 7. McDowell also up 5. Those playoff drivers are really pushing limits right now. And now here you go, Logano continuing to make that high side work. He's gotten by Almirola, and now he's working around the outside of Gilland as they run through turns 1 and 2. And he's going to get that drive off of exit, and he will take that spot away from Gilland, and he's going to pick up another spot. Ooh, Bubba Wallace continuing to charge forward. I said look out for them Toyotas. And now here comes Wallace. He got by Byron a couple laps ago. Now here he goes to the inside of Elliott, and Bubba Wallace will move on into the 4th position. Reddick still got about a half second lead over Hamlin, but they have pulled away from the rest of the field. Kyle Busch 2 seconds off, the leader in 3rd now. McDowell picks up another spot. He's gotten by Gragson. He's up to 13th. Allmendinger is up to 29th after starting out back. He's already on his teammate's back bumper, and now he gets by Justin Haley, actually. So Allmendinger up to 28th. He's picked up 8 spots in the opening 15 laps. Going to continue to need to work at that pace to stay in the playoff hunt. Your favorite drivers are Bowman and Elliott. Well, I'll try to keep you updated, Scotty. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. We're attempting to adjust the camera here a little bit, actually. That might be better. All right. Wrong way. Okay. Anyways, back to the action. So Hamlin's starting to inch into that lead of Reddick's a little bit. Now it's back under 0.4 of a second. And lap traffic continuing to get closer with every lap. Okay. So Buescher getting by Gilland. Gilland's starting to fall back. He started 16th. Now he's dropped to 20th. Bell started 29th. He's up to 25th. And McDowell's now gotten by Larson. He's up to 12th. That 34 car is on the move. As well as A.J. Allmendinger now. He's up 10 spots. He's gotten by Eric Jones for the 26th position now. Keep your tabs on the 34 of Michael McDowell. And Truex Jr., after that rough start, has only continued to drop. He dropped from 10th to 20th in the opening laps after contact with the 47. Now he's only dropped further to 24th. Thanks for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get this thing up to 10 likes if we haven't already. Hey, Plito do Submundo. If I said that right. You're rooting for the Chevys? Any Chevys specifically? Looking at the chat, the majority of guys think Harvick or Kyle Busch for the win today. 33% say Harvick, 33% say Busch, 22% say Reddick, and 11% say Hamlin. Like I said, I'm not a Hamlin fan, but I'm picking Hamlin for the win today. Looking at the leaderboard, though, right now, where they currently run in terms of the cut line, well, this does not have stage points factored in. Keep that in mind. The gap is 23 points between McDowell and Gibbs on the cut line. Yeah, Allmendinger is up to 26. He's gotten by Jones. The next drivers for him to pass are Bell and Truex. And they have other drivers that are maybe just still slightly within range of that cut line, but are not going to be if they finish where they're running today. Austin Cindric and Justin Haley are just behind Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott in points and are still technically within range. They're about 60, 70 points below the cut line with 6 races to go. But if they finish in the 30th and 31st positions, they're definitely going to be out of range at that point and in must-win scenarios. Also, Daniel Suarez, another driver. Now, he started towards the rear. He started 33rd, I believe, after a rough weekend last weekend at Pocono. He's up to 28th, which is some improvement, but he's going to have to finish at least top 15, top 10. Then your other cut line drivers. Chris Buescher, I mean, he's pretty much safe on points, but he runs in the 19th position. McDowell currently in 12th, trying to get to Brad Keselowski for 11th. And then Bubba Wallace having the run he needs right now in 4th. Chase Elliott also having a great run right now in 5th. Bowman having a mediocre run right now in 15th. He's probably going to need to do better than that to stay in the hunt for that cut line. Laps continue to tick by, but now we are back from commercial break. And it's still Tyler Reddick out front by about a half a second. Been maintaining that gap to Denny Hamlin for quite some time now. Already 2 seconds of fall off at Richmond. And we are only 25 laps or so into the run. Right now, Hamlin running a different line than Tyler Reddick, probably searching to get some clean air on the nose. And right now, looking at the leaderboard for any changes in position. Austin Cindric moves up into the 30th position. Bell getting by Truex for 24th. Teammates going at it, but both of them want to be running a lot higher than 24th and 25th. And Kevin Harvick's going to get by Ty Gibbs for 7th off of turn number 2. The winner a year ago. Making some progress. Just behind him is actually Ryan Preece, also probably trying to move forward. Honestly, this might be one of Ryan Preece's best chances at winning in the rest of the season right now. If you take out the plate tracks, I mean, just based off of his skill set and the car he has today, Ryan Preece probably has his best shot at making it into the playoffs or the win today here at Richmond compared to the road courses or Michigan. But right now, everybody's searching the track for grip as the tires are really starting to fall off, closing in on the halfway point in stage 1. And Keselowski has moved up into the top 10. He's gotten by the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now, Michael McDowell also putting the pressure on the 47, trying to get into the 11th spot. McDowell hunting for stage points right now in stage 1, making up a lot of ground here in the early going. And your leaders are starting to get closer to catching up to lap traffic. Also, Christopher Bell's gotten by Ryan Blaney for the 23rd position. Hey, thanks to everybody watching right now. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Closing in on the halfway point in stage one, Tyler Reddick has led every lap so far. Denny Hamlin leapfrogged past Kyle Busch for the second position on the initial race start and has stayed hunting that 45 since then. Kyle Busch now runs in third. Bubba Wallace has gotten by Elliott and Byron, moved up to fourth. Then Elliott runs in fifth, Byron sixth, Harvick, Gibbs, Preece, and Keselowski, your top 10. Storylines further back in the pack. Michael McDowell has made up quite a few positions after starting 18th. He's up to 11th. He's on the move. And then A.J. Allmendinger, after missing out on practice and qualifying, having to start at the rear of the field, he has picked up 10 spots. He's moved up to 26. Martin Truex Jr. started 10th, had some contact on the start. Doesn't seem to have affected his race car too much, but he dropped all the way back to 25th. It is now struggling to move forward. But lap traffic going to be coming into play here shortly. The 78 of B.J. McLeod just ahead of your leaders. After BJ, there's a little bit of clean air till the next group of lappers. Yeah, you can really see it in the back. They are running every line you can imagine. Almost all the way up against the fence here at Richmond, all the way around the racetrack. Thanks to everybody watching right now. Yeah, currently Alex Bowman running in the 14th position. He's gotten by Noah Gragson. Kyle Busch, or no, that's a lap car, I thought. Like Kyle Busch was catching up to him for a sec. Oh, Cedric and Haley making some contact there, going down the back straightaway. No harm, no foul. And yeah, with a lot of side-by-side lap traffic ahead of your leaders coming up, that could definitely spice up the battle for the lead, give Hamlin an opportunity to work his way by the 45. Yeah, the next car for the leaders to catch will be the 7 of Corey LaJoie. Spire cars kind of struggling for pace this weekend. Ryan Preece trying to put the pressure on Ty Gibbs to pick up that 8th position. Eric Almirola's gotten by Joey Logano for the 17th spot. Bell's starting to work his way back forward after a rough qualifying effort. Started at 29th. He's up to 22nd. The next car for him to pass is the one of Ross Chastain. 30 laps to go here in stage one. Right now, Keselowski holds on to that 10th position in that final stage point. Yeah, right now, Reddick really starting to finally open up that gap over Hamlin, but I have a feeling it's just going to shrink away once he gets into this thicker lap traffic. Now, Allmendinger made up quite a few spots there towards the start of the run, but he has really stalled out in the 26th position. He's just probably making sure that he does not go a lap down in this run. I think he should be safe. With less than 30 to go in the stage, the leader's going to have to navigate some pretty heavy lap traffic to catch up to him. Right now, Allmendinger's lap times, he's running right around a 26 flat, whereas Tyler Reddick is still running about a 27.7 or 27.8. So Reddick about 2-3 tenths lap quicker than AJ, who's back in the pack. Fastest lap amongst your leaders last time by was the number 4 of Kevin Harvick back in 6th. He ran a 27.75. Then it was Reddick with a 27.77 or 25.77. Actually, Stenhouse ran a 25.76 back in 11th. Now this time by, Reddick runs a 25.678. Oh, and Bubba Wallace has gotten by Kyle Busch. While we're under a commercial break, the 23 has moved up to third. Now it's a Toyota running 1, 2, 3. Got Hamlin in the 2 cars he owns. I said this is the Toyota's playground at the start of the stream, and I'm not surprised at all to see Toyotas running 1, 2, 3. Then it's Kyle Busch in 4th, Elliott 5th, and actually Harvick has gotten by Byron. Harvick is up to 6th. Then Gibbs, Preece, and Keselowski still holds down that final position inside of the top 10. He actually has he's got over 2-second gap between him and 11th place. So it looks like he's got that final stage point locked down as of right now. Eric Almirola has gotten by his teammate Chase Briscoe for 16th place on the racetrack, and now he's gotten by Noah Gragson for 15th. The 10 car on the move right now. Stewart-Haas as a group having one of their better outings so far. All 4 cars running inside the top 17. And now Corey LaJoie's also got a lap down to your leaders, and your leaders have kind of caught up to that thicker group of lap traffic, which will definitely bog them down for the next couple of laps and potentially give Hamlin an opportunity to take this lead from Tyler Reddick. As yet, just in front of your leaders actually right now, Reddick is trying to work his way to the inside of Corey LaJoie as they go down the back straightaway. Dang, Kevin Harvick with 30 Richmond top 10 finishes. The defending winner of this race. Currently running some of the fastest lap times on the track. Keep your eyes out for this 4 car. Also, Alex Bowman's gotten by Kyle Larson for 13th. Thanks to everybody watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. Also, Ryan Preece finally gets by Ty Gibbs for 8th. It looks like all those Stewart-Haas cars have better long-run speed, as now they're really starting to pick up some positions here late in the going in stage 1. Also, Joey Logano's gotten by both Briscoe and Gragson. Gragson are really starting to fade late in this run. He's dropped from 13th to 18th in the last handful of laps. Now, Harrison Burton and Ty Dillon have also dropped a lap. And AJ Allmendinger could definitely be in jeopardy of going a lap down here in this opening stage. 20 to go in the stage, even though he runs in 26 and has picked up 10 spots more than anybody else since the start of the race. Leaders are getting closer and closer to him every lap. Right now, the current cut line, Bubba Wallace running in 3rd place in position to get a lot of stage points here in stage 1 is now 59 points to the good after coming into the day, only about 25 points to the good. McDowell has made up quite a few positions, but still is probably going to miss out on stage points here in stage 1. He's 24 points to the good, then Gibbs is 24 to the bad, the first guy out right now. And he has just been passed by Keselowski, and now he drops to 10th. I think he could definitely be in jeopardy of losing that final stage point to Stenhouse or McDowell, who are both very hungry and are charging to the front right now. Or, well, McDowell's charging to the front, not necessarily Stenhouse. Almirola has now gotten by Kyle Larson as well. The 5 car starting to fade late in the run, and the 10 car coming to life. Right now, I thought the lap traffic would give Hamlin an opportunity to catch up to Reddick, but Reddick's worked through the first gaggle of lapped cars and has only grown his lead. Now it's up to 1.7 seconds over the 11 car. And Harvick has also now gotten by Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is really faded now late in this run. He was running 4th place not too long ago. Now he's gotten passed by Elliott, Harvick. And now Byron looking to the inside of the 8 car as they go into turns 1 and 2. This is for 6th position on the racetrack, and Byron has got the spot. Ryan Preece is also right now in the rearview mirror of the 8 car. As we're getting late in the run, we're seeing who's got the long run speed and who does not. Daniel Suarez really limping around the racetrack right now, back in the 29th position, just ahead of Justin Haley, and also just ahead of our race leader, Tyler Reddick. The 99 is definitely going to have to fight really hard to stay on lead lap right now. 15 to go in stage 1. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it, but if he goes a lap down this early in the going, it's going to be a long day for the 99, and they might exit Richmond in a must-win situation almost. Yeah, currently Gibbs 24 to the bad, Allmendinger 31 to the bad. And Gregson loses another spot to Buescher. He's down to 19th. And right now, the last car on the lap is none other than Ryan Newman. So you know he's going to be giving that 45 a hard time. That might be Suarez's saving grace. Right now, Ryan Newman looking to the inside of Justin Haley for the 30th spot, just ahead of your leader. And now Priest has gotten by Kyle Busch for the 7th position. Newman just trying to get on that quarter panel of the 31. Oh, he might get it this time down the front straightaway. He's almost alongside. Ooh, Newman can almost get that quarter panel of the 31, trying to get that side draft. So close right now. I think the 51's definitely got a little bit more pace here. It looks like a lot of the Fords are having a lot more speed here late in the run. Ooh, Reddick thought about taking it 3 wide to the inside there of Newman. Almost forced the issue right there. I think right now the only thing stopping him from going any harder is the fact that Hamlin's really bogged down by some of the lap traffic and has actually lost time to Reddick. He's now 2 seconds back. And now it looks like Newman might finally find a way by the 31. And yes, he has. Newman up into the 30th position now. He's going to try to continue to keep the 45 at bay and maybe go up and down and go up there and chase down the 99 and the 2. Thanks for watching right now. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Right now, Kevin Harvick hunting down the number 9 of Chase Elliott late in stage 1. And now Gibbs has gotten by Kyle Busch for the 9th position. The 8 car really falling back here in this stage 1 run. And right now, yeah, the gap on the racetrack between Kyle Busch and Eric Almirola, who's moved up past McDowell. Almirola really on the move right now. He's up to 11th. It's over a second between him and Kyle Busch, and with 8 laps to go on the stage, I think Kyle Busch might be able to hold on to that final stage point just barely. Larson's really fallen down late in this go, and he's dropped from 12th all the way to 18th in the last few laps. Noah Gragson also continues to fall. He's down all the way to 23rd. And man, right now Daniel Suarez fighting to stay the last car on the lead lap. Right now, Newman also fighting to hold on to that lucky dog position. The first guy 1 lap down. 7 to go in stage 1. We've seen quite a bit of fall off, over almost 3 seconds of fall off at this point in the stage. And Bubba Wallace trying to find a way by his owner, Denny Hamlin. Into turn 1, the 23 running in the lower line, then the 11. Can't find a way by right there. And it looks like Daniel Suarez has lost a lap to your leader. And Almirola's gotten by Kyle Busch. Man, Kyle Busch is really free-falling right now. Now McDowell's also gotten by the 8 car. I've seen a lot of cars that are thriving on the long run and ones that are not thriving on the long run. Also, Ryan Preece has gotten by William Byron. He's up to 6th. Right now, Suarez fight for all he's worth to stay on the lead lap here in stage 1. Just can't wait to see that stage yellow. Ooh, Suarez really pinches off the 45 there and turns 1 and 2, but the 45 is going to find a hold of the inside of the 99 down the back straightaway. Here he comes on the outside. The 45 can almost lap the 99 right here at the line. Oh, I think the 99 just stayed ahead of him. Suarez trying to fight on the outside of the 45 down the back straightaway for the free pass. Further back, Bubba Wallace to the outside of Hamlin fighting for second. Suarez fighting Reddick really hard here. Trying to stay ahead on the final lap of stage number 1. This could be his playoff hopes all right here. And off of turn 4, Suarez just going to be able to stay on the lead lap. And Reddick will pick up the stage 1 win. Ryan Newman will be the lucky dog. And Bubba Wallace works his way around Hamlin for second. Toyota's 1, 2, 3. Then Elliott and Harvick round out your top 5. And then how about an attaboy to Ryan Preece finishing 6th in stage 1. Bringing Byron, Keselowski, Almirola, and Gibbs gets the final stage point, just holding off Michael McDowell. And yeah, with those big stage points, 9 stage points there for Bubba Wallace, that is going to give him a very sizable margin over Ty Gibbs, who's the first driver out right now. Now, a lot of playoff cut line guys were able to pick up a few points. Like we said, so Wallace picks up 9. Elliott picks up 7. Harvick picks up 6, but he's pretty much locked in. Preece picks up 5, but he's almost in a must-win. Almirola also almost in a must-win at this point. Gibbs picks up 1. So really the big winner there is Wallace and Elliott. But yeah, now with those stage points factored in from stage 1, Elliott currently runs 42 points below the cut line. He came into the day, I believe, 55 to the bad, so he's already made up sizable grounds on Michael McDowell. Daniel Suarez is now 41 points to the bad. Allmendinger is 31 points to the bad. And Ty Gibbs is 26 points to the bad. Now, this is not factoring in any potential stage 2 points right now. Then McDowell's 26 points to the good. And Bubba Wallace currently runs 54 big ones to the good right now. That is big stage points right now there for Bubba Wallace. If he can also finish a top 5 finish today, that would be huge. Yeah, and I take back. Ryan Preece, Eric Almirola, they're definitely in must-win situations at this point. I agree with Haley and Cindric. They're all basically 100 points to the bad at this point in the going. Bowman, Elliott, Suarez, Allmendinger, Gibbs, McDowell, Wallace, that's who it's going to come down to. And those drivers will slowly probably get pinched off even more and more. We have some drivers with a really rough opening stage. Justin Haley going a lap down. That pretty much takes out his playoff hopes. He's now in a must-win situation, most definitely, if he wasn't already. Noah Gragson had his best qualifying of the season, I believe. Started P12, dropped all the way to 26th there late in the stage. Allmendinger actually worked his way from 36th up to 25th. That's going to make a difference. Now we'll see who makes up ground and who loses ground on pit road. First round of pit stops here today. Richmond has a fairly tight pit road, and we still got 26 cars on the lead, or actually more than 26. Still got 30 cars on the lead lap, like we're saying. So probably can see some contact here on pit road. Just want to be clean. In and out, all 4 tires and gas. Not going to see any strategy at this point in the race. And that number 1 pit stall going to pay big dividends here for Tyler Reddick. Good stop for both Harvick and Hamlin. And Reddick is just about to complete his service, and he'll easily win the race off of pit road. Second will go to Bubba Wallace, then Hamlin, Elliott, Harvick. Then you got Keselowski picking up 3 spots. Gibbs picks up 3 spots. Busch picks up light few. And huge loss there for Ryan Preece. We were just singing his praises a moment ago, but he'd lost at least 8 or 9 spots there on pit road. Byron also lost 3 spots, but that is big for Ryan Preece. He's going to have to work his way all the way through the field again. And it's definitely been difficult to pass. Not impossible, but difficult. A lot of tire fall off has definitely helped make a difference. If you can save your tires for late in the going, that is where you've been able to make a lot of passes. Not necessarily on the initial start or in the middle of the run. It's when who's conserved the most tire late in the run. All right, now here we are, stage number 2, going to be 160 laps. So you're probably going to see everybody split the stage into halves or thirds. We'll have to see. Most likely halves. How about that? Ryan Newman's going to get the free pass. Put him back on the lead lap. I'm just glad to see him having a good run, not running far off the pace in his, comeback season, if you will. After pit stops, Bowman is, I'll give an update there. After pit stops, Bowman up to 11th, so he picked up a couple more spots even. He's, I think, gained 3 spots or so on pit road. I think he finished 14th in stage 1. Yeah, Preece dropped 11 spots on pit road from 6th to 17th. That is big loss there for the 41. Puts him right back in the middle of the pack. Allmendinger lost 1 spot. He's from 25th to 26th. Yeah, that's how your playoff guys fared on pit road. Ty Gibbs picked up a couple. Ty Gibbs picked up 3 spots on pit road. Thanks everybody watching today. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We'll be live next Sunday from Michigan as well. So, now the cut line. I mean, Elliott has made big inroads with those playoff points, or those stage points he's picked up. Okay, anyways, what I was saying about Elliott is he came into the day 55 points below the cut line and now currently runs, now this is not with any stage 2 points factored in, now he currently runs 41 points to the bad. And after today, we're going to have 4 races left before the cut line. So you just are able to pick up about 10 points or so on average on your competition. That's pretty reasonable. So I'd say after today, you really want to be within 45 points of that cut line to be within a somewhat reasonable range, and to be within 20 points to be really within range. Anyways, green flag in the air. Reddick on the inside, Wallace on the outside. Good restart once again for Reddick, and already you see Michael McDowell looking to make it 3 wide to the outside again around William Byron and Kyle Busch. That 34 car going places around the outside. How about that? And he started outside of the top 10, I believe in 12th, and he has already worked his way up to at least 8th or 9th. That was a bold move from the 34, and it looks like it's going to pay off big time as now he's leapfrogged his way all the way up past Kyle Busch. And now here comes Bubba Wallace looking to take the lead from his teammate around the outside off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Bubba Wallace trying to surge ahead to the lead. And there you go. Bubba Wallace is your new leader here at Richmond. He's taken the lead away from his teammate off of turn number 4. He is clear. Now further back, Elliott gets by Hamlin. He's up to 3rd. He's looking for a win. Keselowski's up to 5th. He's had a great restart. And McDowell's up to 7th. Yeah, and there's definitely been a second groove that has developed even on these restarts where you can kind of just drive it in there real deep and have some good grip off a corner exit. Keselowski trying to get to the outside of Hamlin. This is now for 4th position on the racetrack. Here comes Keselowski moving forward. That 6 car has had some really consistent pace in the last couple of weeks. And he's got the spot from Hamlin as they cross the stripe. Hamlin's dropped now to 5th place. Now, as Hamlin's falling further back into traffic, we'll have to see if that 11 car handles any different compared to the clean air he's experienced most of the first half of this race. Oh, McDowell looking to the inside of Ty Gibbs. That door open for just a moment, and McDowell threw his nose right in there, looking for 7th. Now here comes Keselowski. He is not content with just 4th. He's looking to the outside of Elliott for 3rd. And there you go. Keselowski works his way right by the 9 on the outside. He's not quite clear of him yet, but he should get him here off of turn 4. And he's not quite clear of the 9 still, but Keselowski moving forward in a hurry. Elliott in the 6, running door to door down the back straightaway. Keselowski holds the outside, and is he going to clear him this time off of turn 4? Yes, he will. Keselowski's up to 3rd. Now can he chase down the 223XI teammates at the front of the field? Bubba Wallace out front by 0.6 of a second over Tyler Reddick and a second over Keselowski. 2.5 back to Elliott in 4th, and Hamlin just behind him. Now Priest trying to come back from that bad pit stop. Started in 17th. He is currently only picked up 1 spot. He's up to 16th. Also, Allmendinger, that cutoff driver we were talking about, he came into today the first guy out, 17 points to the bad. He currently runs in 25th behind Ryan Blaney and is 34 points to the bad as they run. And now Hamlin working to the outside of the 9 off of turns 1 and 2, I mean. And it looks like this outside line is becoming the preferred groove to make moves. Seen a lot of tough racing, even back in the pack throughout the 20s. Oh, they're going to check up there just a bit. A.J. Allmendinger looking to find a way by Eric Jones and Ryan Blaney, who run side by side ahead of him. Now, Larson, man, I know they won the race here in the spring, but the 5 car, they have just traditionally not been done well at flat short tracks like Martinsville, Richmond, even though Richmond's not that flat, but it's still hilarious to me that their 2 wins are at Richmond and Martinsville. It's just ahead of Larson. Briscoe getting up the racetrack and into the side of Bell in turns 3 and 4. He's able to corral that thing. Oh, Gregson had a bit of a lockup into turns 3 and 4. Ooh. A little bit of a flat spot there now probably on that 42 car. That's not going to drive well the rest of the stage. He's already dropped back to 29th, the second to last car on the lead lap. Now Almirola's gotten by McDowell. He's up to 8th. The Stewart-Haas car is running very well today. And the gaps amongst your leaders now 1.2 seconds from Wallace to Reddick, 1.8 to Keselowski in 3rd, 2.5 to Bud Denny Hamlin in 4th. Now they will cut to commercial break, but you won't miss a moment of the action here on Freeman Motorsports. Yeah, Ryan Newman about to get by Noah Gragson for the last car on lead lap. And yeah, it looks like a good qualifying effort is going to turn into another rough day for the 42 of Noah Gragson. Allmendinger trying to get by Todd Gillen for 24th. I'm really rooting for Allmendinger right now, but he is going to have to work. He's going to have to finish better than 25th. He's got to get at least up into the top 20, top 15. Especially when the guys he's competing with for those final spots are running in 9th and in the lead, respectively. If Bubba Wallace were to win today, the cut line would not move, but it would basically eliminate another spot that's up for grabs. Is it would basically be one driver gets in on points, because Chris Buescher, Keselowski, and Harvick, they're all currently above the cut line due to points, and they are essentially safe unless they get dead last in every race from here on out. But yeah, that would just make it going from 2 open spots to 1. And even with how Bubba Wallace is running today, it may just naturally become that, because Wallace is going to have a phenomenal point day if he can hold off with the top 5 in stage 2 and finish top 5. He'll have over a 45, 50 point day. NASCAR guy and Corn Dog, how are you doing? You just came on. What happened to Larson? Nothing's happened. He's just slow. Some sort of radio communication. And looking online, I'm not really seeing a lot here with Larson. Just running off the pace a little bit today. Which, like I said, I'm not surprised. This track, similar to Martinsville, has probably been one of his weakest on the schedule besides the plate races. Yeah, Wallace is really checking out right now. He's got a 2.5 advantage over Tyler Reddick. Ryan Preece finally starting to pick up some of those spots he lost on pit road. Now he's up to 13th after restarting 17th. Logano has really worked his way forward compared to his other 2 Penske teammates. They all qualified outside of the top 20, but Logano's worked his way all the way up to 9th, whereas Blaney and Cindric both run down in 24th and 28th, respectively. Almirola's gotten by Gibbs. He's up to 7th. The next car for him to pass is his teammate and the defending winner of this race, Kevin Harvick. Chris Buescher also holds on to the final spot inside the top 10, and really, the Chevys seem to be the weakest manufacturer today. It's the only Chevy inside of the top 10 right now is Chase Elliott in 5th. It's been a while since I've said that. Now, all of a sudden, I'm feeling somewhat tired. Trust me, this race is not that boring. Obviously, Richmond doesn't usually bring us anything too insane. But this race, actually, I'd say been pretty above average for Richmond standards. Any other questions you got for me, chat? It can be about NASCAR. It can be anything. We'll see. Hey, we got 17 people in here. Appreciate it. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hey, let me know if you're wondering where your favorite driver's running. You can't see it on the leaderboard. Maybe he's further down. Just ask me in the chat, and I'll update you. Hubba bubba. Yeah, right now Larson just continues to struggle down in 21st. About to get passed by Todd Gillen. "36 laps now completed in stage 2. If drivers are going to be splitting this stage into thirds, And they'll probably come right around lap 75, maybe lap 80. And if you're splitting it, or well, yeah, if you're splitting it in thirds, you would come, I just did math terribly wrong, probably around lap 55 or 60. If you're splitting it into halves, you'd split it into 75 or 80, maybe 85. Kyle Busch got by McDowell for 11th. Bowman runs in 15th. He's going to have to do better than that. He's going to need to score some stage points to stay in that hunt for the playoffs. Keselowski continuing to hold his own relative to Bubba Wallace's lap times. He's actually making up ground on the 45 of Reddick, who runs in second. Well, that's a tough NASCAR guy in Corn Dog. Hopefully he can come back for a couple of races and get a real send-off, a real farewell compared to how his career has currently come to an end. Yeah, right now, Larson, we've had 2 short track races so far this season, and Larson's won both of them. The only other driver that's finished top 10 in both of the races on short tracks this year is Joey Logano, who finished 7th and 2nd. And right now, Logano, like I said, qualified bad and has really worked his way forward. And Larson, on the other hand, qualified all right, but has only fallen back. He currently sits 21st. Now, we've got a long way to go. We're only 110 laps into this 400-lapper today, but your biggest movers on the day, Almirola up 17, Buescher up 16, Logano up 14. And all those guys run inside the top 10 right now. Another driver that's picked up a decent amount of positions is A.J. Allmendinger. He started all the way back in 36th. He is up to 25th, so he's picked up 11 spots. And yet Daniel Suarez, even though he was able to find a way to stay on the lead lap there in that opening stage, he has not made up any more positions besides that. He still runs in 28th, just behind Austin Cindric. And Martin Truex Jr., another driver that I'm really surprised by how much he's struggling today. Got shuffled back due to an incident early on, but has only lost ground. Was running in 22nd, 23rd there, and has just slowly shifted back to now 26th on the racetrack. And yeah, Ryan Preece now making up some spots. Like I said, after having that bad pit stop, he was up to 13th, and now he's gotten by McDowell and Busch. He's up to 11th and knocking on the door of the top 10 once again. They're going to cut to commercial break, and when we come back, we might be seeing a couple of cars hit pit road, as if you're trying to make that 2-stop strategy in Stage 2. Then you'd be coming without 55, 60 laps complete. And if you're doing the 1-stop strategy, then you'd be coming around lap 80. And currently looking at the point situation. Now, this is not with any Stage 2 points factored in. But right now, the first driver out is Ty Gibbs, and he runs currently 22 points to the bad. Then A.J. Allmendinger runs 29 points to the bad. Daniel Suarez runs 38 points to the bad, with Chase Elliott running 41 points to the bad, and Alex Bowman running 48 points to the bad. Those are all the drivers I would say that are still within range points-wise. Then you have Michael McDowell, who currently runs 22 points to the good, and Bubba Wallace, who has now a whopping 57-point advantage after it only being about 20 points at the start of the day. And that is with him currently running out front. So if we were able to finish this off and get the win, then he would be locked into the playoffs now. And now Eric Almirola's gotten by his teammate Kevin Harvick. He's up to 6th. Looking out for Eric, having a great run today. He's looking to catch up to Chase Elliott next. Kyle Larson continues to fade. Ryan Blaney's now gotten by the 5. Larson down to 22nd. Thanks, everybody watching right now. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We'll see what happens with the pit stops. Tough break for MTJ since he's a championship favorite. Yeah, well, I mean, hey, at least since he is a championship favorite, he's already got a lot of points and stuff to fall back on. Hey, we're up to 3,467 subscribers. Thanks to anybody who subscribed today. Appreciate it. Tell a friend if you haven't already. Woo! Currently 134 degrees inside the cockpit of these race cars. And they have still got more than half of this race to go. Now Kevin Harvick has caught up. Actually, Eric Almirola has gotten by Elliott. Now he's up to 5th. And Kevin Harvick now also trying to get to the inside of the 9 of Elliott. Yeah, the Chevy's really struggling today. Elliott, the lone Chevrolet, still even in the top 10. And it looks like he might be quickly shuffled out here. Eric Jones has gotten by A.J. Allmendinger for 25th. Now, one reason I think Allmendinger chose to go and run that Xfinity race and not bother trying to run the Cup or do the Cup practice and qualifying is historically Richmond's not really a great racetrack for him, so he probably knew it wasn't going to make a big difference anyways. Right now, though, Ryan Preece currently runs or pits from the 11th position. Now, Gilliland will also come down. I think this is a little early. Or, well, I mean, I don't know, this is kind of right in the window. I would probably have come maybe a couple of laps later, because they've only got about 45 laps on these tires. Then the next stage, or the next stint, might be 50, and the last stint maybe 60. But, all right, now he's also, so it's just Gilliland and Preece on this opening lap. Now we'll see if anybody else comes down with them on the next couple of laps. Tyler Reddick, there you go. Your second-place driver, Keselowski, also will pit from 3rd. Elliott pits. Oh, we see some smoke up there, it looks like. Maybe a big lockup? I don't know. They don't cut back to it anyways. So Reddick, Keselowski, Elliott, Buescher, Larson also into pit here. A lot of people doing this two-stop strategy. Bubba Wallace will pit from the lead. And now Gregson also into pit, Cindric, Almirola. Now, I think Hamlin stayed out, and I think there's a very good chance Hamlin will run long and just do the one-stop strategy. That's historically something they do. And Cindric going to have to take a long pit stop here. He had to back up to get out of his pit stall. Was kind of blocked in by the 10's pit crew. Now, Haley, Allmendinger, Austin Dillon, Bowman also into pit over this next couple of laps. Kyle Busch now into pit. Byron as well now hits pit road. It's already about half the field is already pitted, so a lot of diversity here on the strategy. Briscoe, Eric Jones also hit pit road now. So it's Hamlin, Harvick, Gibbs, Logano, McDowell, the first 5 cars that have stayed out so far. Harrison Burton hits pit road. Everybody's starting to merge back together on the racetrack. You definitely don't want to get a pit road penalty here on these green flag pit stops, because if you have to come back down, that'll cost you at least a lap. And right now, Hamlin is being swallowed whole by the guys that have already gotten fresh tires. He's about 2 seconds slower lap relative to everybody else. Oh, boy. I just said it. Almirola, equipment line violation, and there goes a great run for Eric. Down the tubes, most likely. Now Ryan Newman and Ross Chastain will hit pit road. Tough break there for Almirola, but that's going to essentially end his shot at what was looking like a potential top 5 day, maybe even an upset victory. Yeah, Almirola into pit. Harvick will also pit from 2nd. Hamlin comes down pit road. Logano pits. Everybody pitting right now is still on the 2-stop strategy, not the 1-stop. And right now, it looks like very few drivers are going to try and stay out and do the one-stop strategy. McDowell, Bell, Truex, Suarez, the only drivers it looks like that have stayed out so far. Oh. I thought you were Shaw, dude. I'll just take a seat. I haven't really set up like a microphone type of thing yet. Have you been watching all?
Yeah, I've watched the whole thing.
Yeah. It's been kind of mid, but like, I don't know.
There's been a lot of weird leaders.
And, oh man, Almirola just got that orange box. He was running well. A lot of the Fords have been running well. The Chevys, like I was saying earlier, the Chevys definitely seem to be struggling more than any of the other manufacturers. Elliott really is the only Chevrolet that's even sniffed like the top 5, top 10 most of the day.
Did you see that Hokovar interview at the end?
Hocevar?
Hokovar?
Yeah. I don't watch it all yet.
I'm excited to see a bunch of guys get drunk today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty funny. I think Hocevar is going to be in the 77 full time next year. That's what a lot of, apparently
Actually, you should spend another year though.
I don't know, who was it? I think it was Parker Kligerman's radio transmission or somebody was like, they were complaining about the way he was running in like an Xfinity race.
Yeah.
And they're like, isn't that guy going to be like full-time in Cup next year? He can't be driving like that.
Yeah.
So it looks like somebody might have just accidentally slipped away one of the big secrets. I think I think honestly Hocevar moving up to the 77, I think that's good. I think experience is, I mean, nowadays, like if you think about it, yeah, he's young. Like I think he has time to develop, and
That team is getting a little better too.
yeah, like I think they'll give him a shot for real at Spire. I think that, well, nowadays what I was going to say is, yeah, like I mean, you look at Byron, you look at well, no, I know, but you look at any of these guys that come up to Cup, even when they're in a top ride, or like Gregson. I mean, Gibbs would be maybe an outlier. No, I know, yeah. Like, it's taking drivers a couple of years just to get used to, like, I don't know if it's just the Cup cars, probably more so the Cup talent, you know what I mean? And so I think just the quicker you're exposed to that talent, probably the better. As long as you have, like, the mental toughness to not let that, like, kind of, like, destroy your confidence. So, So yeah, right now it looks like McDowell is going to be the only driver to try and do this strategy, and it does not look like it's going to work out. Well, he's already lost. Last time By ran a 25.9 and Bubba's a 24.8. Yeah. So McDowell's going to probably try to run another 15 laps before he hits pit road, and then he'll be back out on fresh tires, but everybody else will have to pit one more time. I think he's probably going to lose out, though.
I mean, he'll probably be like 4 seconds out, but I mean.
Yeah, I would say right now, for the rate, I mean, he's going to be passed by Bubba Wallace before he pits. Like, the last time By ran a 26.1 and Bubba ran a 25 flat. So he's a second slower a lap. He does 13 more laps. He'll be 13 seconds basically behind your leaders, essentially, or so by then. Yeah, it'll be like 10th. Then he'll pit. I don't know how long a pit stop takes, so I can't really do the math too well. But he'll probably...
4 tires, it's like,
Yeah, I think at this point he's probably hoping that like he just stays on the lead lap, because it does not look like that strategy is going to be the one that works out. But now he's stayed out too long to try and just do the two-stopper. I don't know, yeah, I mean...
he's been pretty decent.
Oh, wait, never mind. I thought Reddick leapfrogged him. Yeah, it's Bubba, Reddick. They've already passed him, so yeah, McDowell's been passed under the commercial break that we're under. Keselowski up to 4th, or going to be in 3rd now.
I'd love to see Keselowski win.
Yeah, Keselowski, like I was saying, the 6 car is faster and faster every week. Yeah, also Buescher made up quite a few spots there through the green flag pit stops. He's up to 6. Oh, I think Truex also staying out. I think Truex and McDowell are the lone guys staying out on old tires. So McDowell's not all by himself.
How's Penske doing?
Well, they qualified really bad, like you know. Penske, you guys probably can't hear Braden right now, but he just was asking how Penske was doing. And yeah, you had Logano, Cindric, and Blaney all start outside the top 20. Logano is one of the only 2 drivers to finish top 10 in both the previous short track races so far this season. Yeah, but he's he worked his way up. He was running actually in like 8th at one point. And if you take out Truex and McDowell, he's really running in like 9th or so right now. So he's moved forward, but Blaney and Cendric are down in 25th and 20. Like they've gone nowhere. Trackhouse been terrible, and I don't even know where's Suarez right now. Wait, hold on. Where is Suarez? Or is he on the stay out strategy? Oh, Suarez is on the stay out strategy as well. We'll see how that works out. Oh, okay. Well, he has not made up any great. He ran 28th or so. I mean, the entire opening stage. So Suarez really struggling. We're gonna start to see quite a few guys that'll go a lap down here.
I could really see Reddick win though. I think that's the most confident I am.
Yeah. So Braden's going for a Reddick win. I mean, I came in today saying Mavis, Hamlin was gonna win. Mavis. But yeah, I mean he's run well, but I think it's still pretty wide open. Yeah.
Round 2 qualifying for Harvick, he ran like 23, or it was like 23.3.
Yeah.
He almost got the record.
Yeah.
And then after that final round, he just ran like 23.8.
Dang. Yeah, Suarez. I mean, yeah, this strategy call I don't think is gonna work out for him.
It's like
I mean, he was probably gonna end up a lap downer. So, anyways, even if he did the other strategy, the 2-stopper, but.
This track's just so rough. I mean, the tires get like so much of a beating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now, your leaders, they are on pace to lap quite a few guys. Oh, yeah. No, 78's running last. Yeah. They dropped, like, all the way back. After starting 21st, they dropped, like, right away. Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder if Bell had a penalty. He's all the way down in 30th. Maybe I didn't see that. I'm looking on the updates. Yeah, Bell, too fast entering on pit road. Bell and Almirola. Almirola was running really well. And then that penalty, that killed him. Yeah, Bell, though, all the way down now in 30th. And where's Almirola? How's Almirola still on the lead lap? That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, here comes McDowell. He's in early as possible. But I think things are not going to work out for the 34 here. Stenhouse. No, Stenhouse is running well. Hold on. No, I know. That's what I'm trying to read now. No, I think he's just faded. Or they had a slow green flag pit stop. So Truex and Suarez still got a pit.
Reddick is catching Wallace.
So yeah, Reddick making him ground on Wallace right now. And honestly, Keselowski's not too far back. They're all top 3 are separated by a second and a half. Then a very big gap to Hamlin, 7 seconds back. He's actually getting caught by Buescher. And Priest is rebounding. He's had that bad pit stop after stage 1, dropped from 6th to 17th. He's all the way up to 7th now. Yeah, like I think he's about to get by Elliott. I think Priest is my sleeper for the win. I was kind of saying that throughout stage 1. I mean, also Almirola until he got that penalty. I mean, SHR all showing pretty good speed today. I think they are all running like top 15 at one point. I don't think Elliott's gonna be able to get to the win. I mean, we'll see. I mean, he's not the way he's running today. The stage points he's finally picking up, like everybody's been saying he needs to do. Like he's putting himself in like a place where he's not in a must-win situation anymore. Ball, how you doing? Oh, he popped in, and then I didn't see his thing right away. Okay, well, you're not invisible, Ball, if you see this. How you doing? No, McQueen's fading. No. I don't know. I think Reddick, Keselowski, will see what they can do. But yeah, now Suarez, I think, still needs to make his stop. He'll probably be pitting here in a couple laps. Truex is pitted. Hey, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. What?
Zowski passed Reddick for like a split second. They were like 10 times of a second away.
Oh, maybe it's just a glitch.
Zowski's
Hey. Oh, Priest got by Elliott. Oh, but Elliott lost like quite a few spots there all of a sudden. He's dropped from 6th to 8th. Got passed by Bush as well. Yeah. Busher or Hamlin made up a decent amount of ground on the leaders. Now he's down to under 6 seconds. Ooh.
I think they're all kind of stuck top 3.
Logano now getting by Elliott. Elliott really fading here. Oh, he's on the middle of 3 wide. And Nick Dallas is going to shoot by on the fresh tires. Truex also starting to come through. And Suarez is now into pit on his strategy, man. Today is a mega yikes for all of Trackhouse. Hey, man, Project 91, you see Shane Van Gisbergen coming to Cup next year. I have no idea what that's going to look like.
He's confident. He's like, you know what? I mean, the ovals are going to be easier than.
Well, I don't think he's going to be full-time.
He might be.
I just don't. That's what I was saying about it. Like, I'm honestly very surprised to even. Well, if he's not full-time, that would make sense. But, like, I would have been shocked if he got a full-time ride just because he has no oval experience. Like, even if you are good on road courses, like, it's an A.J. Allmendinger 2.0. A.J. Allmendinger's good. He's, like, he stole a couple road course races here and there. But at the end of the day, he's trying to fight to make the playoffs barely. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like.
He'll run like Daytona and like some random like half mile.
Yeah, he'll probably run like a couple of ovals. And I think he definitely wants to run full-time. But like he'll probably run like part-time next year and then run full-time the following year. I just don't know for who. A lot of people are thinking Rick Ware Racing. Yeah. I just don't know. I'm like, yeah, I don't think he would want to go to Rick Ware Racing, but
He said that he doesn't want to like go.
he wants to go to Top Ride, I guess. But I just don't know what's a top ride that would even. No, well, that's not even possible. You can only have 4 cars. I think like the best thing I can even imagine is like, well, unless somebody like there's a new charter shuffled around, I think Colleague is a real possibility. Like running the Colleague part time, having Allmendinger and. But at the same time, I think I'd rather have Hill in that car than I would Van Gisbergen.
What is Haley doing next year?
Well, he's going to Rick Ware Racing now. So, like, I'm trying to think of a charter getting shuffled around. Hey, Live Fast? No. Yeah, I don't know what he'd be thinking then.
I think the 77.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. The 77's another one. I think Hocevar might have had the 77 locked down until Van Gisbergen might be enter the picture, because I think you could see maybe Hocevar and Van Gisbergen split the car. Like, cause if Van Gisbergen doesn't run full time and then Hocevar does more ovals.
I'm trying to think of like a team that has an extra one.
Well, that's the thing. There's nobody that really has that flexibility. That's why I was like so surprised.
But he has the funding.
I know that's like the only he has funding. That's the only thing. But I don't even know how much funding that really is. I mean, it's probably good. Yeah, well, you mean Australian V8 supercars? But I mean, I think. Hey Scotty, how you doing? Welcome back. Hey, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. No, I just think that like for Van Gisbergen, I don't like just going through. Obviously, like no Hendrick, no Gibbs, Stuart Haas running a part-time entry. That'd be kind of random. Like,
Well, I mean,
it depends on. No, that's not gonna happen.
it's probably the most likely like big team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the most likely big team would be Stuart Haas. But that's like such a slim margin.
Everyone is full.
What about Wood Brothers?
I mean, if I don't think Harrison will leave. I mean,
I mean, he's terrible, but I think he brings the money. Yeah.
who else?
Look, that's all I can think of. 37's not a full-time car. That's what I'm saying is like a part-time entry. Is because of the charter system running a like open car, you know, a non-chartered car. Unless you win, like you literally make no money. Like there's almost no. Well, I know. That's the thing is he won, but like, I mean, or more so, unless you run like top 10, like you're not like even like breaking even. So, unless you have like mega sponsors, but Like I'm trying to think like who would run a part-time car even for him. Like could it, like,
Teams always won. Some of them won. That's the thing.
I don't know.
They're gonna.
I know, but at the same time, like even though he won that race, like I just think it might be a bit of a fluke. Like I don't want to say a fluke.
If he did part time,
It's not like he's just gonna go out and win every road course race.
Part time, they just put him at all the road courses. I think.
I know,
And
but
maybe to give him experience at Daytona or something.
yeah, but like even then, like in the year after that, it's like I just don't know like who he gets in for. Like unless it's like he runs, like unless he wins like half the road course races next year, which I don't expect him to do. I just don't know who gets pulled out. Like maybe after another year, then maybe somebody from Stuart Haas is more likely like ready to be cut. Like a, Almirola almost certainly be gone by then. Priest could be gone. I mean, it looks like they're trying to stick to Briscoe as their golden boy, but Briscoe's been terrible. Oh, Gibson, Elliott making some contact there,
He's getting a lot of funding this year. He's running well.
but I don't think they're gonna open like a third car or a second car for just no reason.
They only have one car.
Well, they don't have it. I just don't think they'd have another charter because they literally were the ones that ran the 37 full time with no charter, and then like it almost like just they like broke their team. That
They're building back up.
yeah, now they're building back up, but like I don't know.
That was probably the dumbest.
Priest though making up good time. He's making up ground on Bubba Wallace like time wise. Like he was 9 some seconds back. Now he's 8.
Reddick just got.
I didn't even notice. Yeah, because Lowski's gotten by Reddick. Look out for the 6. He's making up time on Wallace. Could this be Brad's day?
It's RFK Day, boys.
Dude, I just want like International Brad Day or something.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of
He
funny.
hasn't won in 2
We should
years.
make that.
When's the last time he won?
I want to make some like corny Brad t-shirt and just put it on like Etsy.
It probably already is. When's the last time he won? Like 2 years?
Hey, today's your birthday, NASCAR guy and corn dog, and you had to leave to eat your cake. Well, enjoy your cake and happy birthday, NASCAR guy and corn dog. Thanks for being a moderator. It's been like I know I'm not live on here very often, but it's fun to have you in the chat. So happy birthday. Oh yeah, but now active points update. Gibbs making up ground, and McDowell. Well, he's on that strategy, so it's really hard to give him like an accurate gauge on where he's in the points. So I'm not gonna read into that too seriously.
Wait, Gibbs is right now?
McDowell, I'm saying he's the first guy above, but he's only 10 points above. But like he's running 23rd, but that's because the strategy. Like before, he's running top 10. I mean, it's kind of closing down on halfway in the race, though.
He didn't lose as much as I thought, though.
Yeah. I mean, this race is like not good, but it's not like I don't know.
It's all strategy.
Yeah, like I mean, it's fun to like keep tabs on strategy stuff.
It's like, that's what I thought Pocono would be, but that race was so good. Oh my goodness.
I mean, there was
There was
strategy, but it was like different. I felt like.
because there were so many cars like coming down.
Mhm.
There's so many like dumb wrecks.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yeah. Right now, Bowman in 12th, Scotty. Like I said, he probably wants to run top 10 to really be in a good place, if you will. And so making up some ground, that's good. Oh, and it looks like second set of pit stops are happening. Gibbs and Bowman have hit pit road, so the 2-stop strategies are making their second stop right now.
Brad is right there.
Yeah, and Brad has literally caught Bubba. And right now, the undercut could be all it takes for the 6 to get ahead of the 23, or over the 23 to grow that lead over the 6 car. And right in the mix of this is the 19 and the 34. And interestingly enough, Truex has passed McDowell, so now he is the lead car on the alternate strategy. So if somehow McDowell and Truex have the winning strategy, it'll now be Truex that are able to pick up the stage win versus McDowell.
Richmond win would be so weird.
Yeah.
That is not like a race that I expected.
Keselowski is in to make his stop, and there he goes. He got on pit road before Wallace. Now, will Wallace cover him off this time? Yes, he does. So 1 lap is the difference, but there was about a second of tire difference, almost a second and a half of tire difference. And Keselowski was 0.7 of a second behind. Now we'll see. Oh, slow stop on the 23. The jack dropped on the 23 of Bubba. That's going to cost him tons of time. That's at least 5 seconds. Now, luckily, the field's so spread out right now. It's probably not going to lose too many spots, but A disastrous stop, and Keselowski with the undercut. The 6 is going to have the lead now after this set of pit stop cycles through, and it's not even close. He's already ahead before. Or no, yeah, here he's already ahead. Yeah, he's unlapping himself from Reddick. Oh my, dude, Bubba is gonna drop a lot here. We'll see.
He's done.
I'm trying to see who's passing him. The guy that was in third was Reddick, but Reddick hasn't pitted yet. I guess there's a lot of people haven't pitted yet. We'll see where it all cycles out. But whew. So wait, but now where is McDowell? Because Truex and McDowell relative to Keselowski. That's now kind of the new thing we have to keep tabs on. Oh my gosh, I think Keselowski's already like on the bumper of McDowell and Truex. Oh gosh, that strategy, they might lose a lap here, both of them. That could be a very bad call there for those guys. And Suarez was even further back, so Suarez is going to get it even worse.
He's 2 seconds behind.
There you go, Reddick out of his pit stop. Now where will Reddick be relative to Bubba Wallace?
Oh no, he's coming.
Can't get any penalties here, though, like we saw with Almirola and, who was it? Bell. Yeah. We'll see, man. So right now, it's going to be Truex leading by a second over McDowell, then 2 seconds over Keselowski, but Keselowski's going to have like 20-lap fresher tires, so he should make quick work of him. And I think Keselowski has about a 5-second lead over Reddick, and Wallace is still in third place right now, so doesn't look like he lost too much. He might have been lucky there. Well, Buescher's on his bumper, and Buescher and Hamlin's ahead of him, so he lost 2 spots. And Buescher's on his bumper, so potentially 3 or 4. But I mean, that's not terrible, like I said. I mean, that is like 4 points, but thankfully how good things have been in the first half for him. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Let's get this thing up to 20 likes. Appreciate it. Well, Logano with a bit of a slow stop, almost 14 seconds there. 10 seconds is really the number you're looking for on your pit stops. Yeah, Keselowski's already gotten by McDowell, and he's going to probably be by Reddick or by Truex in the next handful of laps. Hamlin's going to make his final pit stop in stage 2. Now we'll see how long do McDowell and Truex hang on here. And where is even Suarez in all of this? And Suarez is already in 16th, basically a lap down. So, yeah, this is not going to work out pretty for the 99.
Nope.
And, yeah, the 6 is on the bumper of the 19 right now.
No.
And I don't see any penalties. Oh, Todd Gillen was too fast entering on his pit stop. And the 6 going around the outside of the 19. For the lead off of turn 4, new leader, Bad Brad.
It's RFK day, boys. Oh,
Yeah, that's the good. Dale Jr. just broke it down perfectly. For right now, Truex and McDowell are a second a lap slower than Brad Keselowski and everybody else on fresh tires. So essentially, they're losing a second in a lap. A lap is 25 seconds, and we still have 45 laps to go in the stage. So potentially, they might lose a lap, maybe even 2 laps if things get really bad or something.
There's so much longer left.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like the strategy's already played out, and yeah, Suarez is basically the next car to go a lap down to your leaders. So yeah, that strategy not working out for the 99 especially. He'll probably end up 2 laps down and essentially out of contention. Then it's Larson in 20th. He's the next guy to go a lap down, so things aren't looking good for Larson. I mean, the leaders are just setting a really blinding pace right now. At this point, we still have, 44 laps to go in the stage, and they could reasonably lap all the way up to about 15th or so. Yeah, there's Suarez. Then there's a pretty decent gap to Larson, but it's Larson, Briscoe, Almirola, and Logano. Oh, boy. So, yeah, Keselowski's already got a 3.5-second lead over Truex, who's going to fade back more. So Keselowski's got this stage in the bag, essentially. So in Stage 1, it was 23XI. In Stage 2, it's now RFK, with Buescher's worked his way up to third, and he's trying to get by Reddick for second place. But yeah, Wallace only lost a handful of spots there. Actually, Hamlin had leapfrogged, I believe. He had leapfrogged the 23, 17, and 45, but now he's giving those spots back up. Yeah, today, the only Chevy running in the top 10 right now is Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, I mean. And so, but actually, I mean, if he gets by 34 and 19, he'll be running in 6th. So, actually, Austin Dillon and Alex Bowman also should be in the top 10 by the end of the stage. So, Dillon having a decent day today after last weekend's shenanigans. Yeah. Oh, man, Suarez has dropped a lap. He's going to lose 2 laps here, at least. He is so far down. Yeah, some guys a lap down here early on, or I mean, not really early on, but at the halfway point that would prefer to not be, that are big names. Chastain, Suarez, Blaney, Allmendinger, Cindric, Bell, but he had a penalty. Yeah, other big names that could potentially go a lap down here. Larson, Briscoe, Logano. I wonder if, Logano had that slow stop, 4 seconds slower than the average pit stop, and that cost him a lot of positions. He was running in the top 10 before pit stops. Now he's down to 17th. The difference in 4 seconds on the racetrack, he's 19 seconds off the lead. If he were 15 seconds off the lead, instead of being in 17th, he would be in 13th. So he essentially gave up 4 spots there. Thanks everybody watching today. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment in the chat who your pick is to win. You're gonna be at the race in Michigan next week. Congratulations, Scotty. And Priest is now gotten by McDowell for 8th place. McDowell continues to fade. Looks like he's dropping faster than Truex right now. Yeah, Keselowski, Reddick, Buescher, Wallace, and now I'm kind of eliminating the guys on the alternate strategy. Hamlin, your top 5. Busch, Priest, Gibbs, Dillon, Bowman, your top 10 essentially once this cycles through. So Bowman going to be in position to score a couple of crucial stage points possibly.
Did you see Krause's lap for qualifying?
No.
It was like a
dud.
Oh my god. He did 1 lap. I think it was 26 something. It was terrible.
Dang.
He went around the turns like so slow.
Now, Ryan Priest, hey, I said he's still my sleeper. Okay, he's still my sleeper. Once he get by Truex, I mean, he'll be up to 6th, right? No, he'll be up to 7th. And on the bumper of Busch, so he could move up to 6th. Now, there's a pretty big time gap up to Hamlin for a top 5, but...
It's funny they even tried to qualify because he would have got last either way.
Well, that's probably what they had him do. Is probably just had Kraus go out there for a slow
wanted a
stop
better-
lap to
They
like...
wanted a better pit box.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of screwed over either way.
Keselowski, Reddick, Buescher, your top 3. And Buescher has almost caught up to Reddick at this point. Yeah, the McDowell is in a rough spot here. Now he's gotten passed by Dillon. He's now dropped outside of the top 10.
He tried something.
He's trying to stay just on the lap here, I think, in this stage. He's about over a second a lap slower. He got passed for the lead on lap 116, or like right about that vicinity. It's been 10 laps. Now he's 15 seconds behind the lead, already outside of the top 10. Oh, boy. Hold up. This is 78, about to pass the 19.
No way.
Yeah, right now, Blaney's gotten by Chastain for that final free pass position, and it's Larson still the last guy on the lead lap. Just ahead of him is Briscoe, and then a bit of a gap up to Almirola and Stenhouse. Now Logano is starting to charge back forward after losing those spots on that slow stop. He was in 17th a couple laps ago. He's worked his way up to 13th, getting by Bowman, Elliott, Byron, and Stenhouse.
Has there been a caution yet?
There's not been any cautions or incident or anything other than stage 1. Yeah, Richmond though historically is like one of like the most like I feel like action-free races or caution-free races.
I mean, there was a few last.
I mean, we're literally just crossing over the halfway point as we speak in this race, so a lot can still happen. Oh, the lappers are just kind of going all the way up there. In the spring, they're actually running that kind of higher line a little bit more, like even in the lead. But I think it's really hot this time around. I don't know. It must just be affecting the way the track operates. So the bottom line's the fastest way around the racetrack right now. Oh boy, yeah, McDowell is dropping right now. He ran a 25.98, and your leaders ran a 25.2. So about 7/10 a lap slow, or 7/10 of a second slower each lap. Truex ran about 25.7, so he's only about a half a second slower. Allmendinger making some spots up, even though he's a lap down. He's moved up from 25th to 22nd. If you can get by Ryan Blaney for that lucky dog and we get a caution, that would be very crucial. Suarez 26th. Yeah, he is almost a second slower lap than the leaders. He is definitely in danger of going 2 laps down here. Mm-hmm.
I think they'll bounce back in Michigan.
We'll see, man. And Busch is about to get by Martin Truex Jr. for that 6th spot. Truex holding his own better than McDowell, that's for sure. Now Logano's gone by McDowell for 12th. And as we count on Truex continuing to fade, right now Harvick holds the final potential stage point. Dang, I just want Larson to stay on the lap here in the stage, but it does not look like it's going to happen. After winning this race last time we were here, doesn't look like it's going to result in a dub this time. It's so wild to me. We've only been to 2 short tracks this season so far, and he's won both of them. And those are his only 2 wins. Like, his 2 worst tracks, usually, like Martinsville and Richmond, are the only races he's won.
What was he was leading and then Hamlin spun him out.
Kansas at the end, yeah.
He should have won that race.
And then Pocono just last week. I mean, I don't think it wasn't like he was the dominant car in Pocono, but like, ugh. And we didn't even like get like a second. Like, we got 20th because of the damage.
Exactly.
I mean, like, just nothing go right for Larson, it feels like sometimes. Buescher getting closer to Reddick, but man, Keselowski is just putting the heat on him. He's got almost a 7-second lead. 17 seconds over the top 10.
Truex didn't lose a lot though.
And I'm actually kind of surprised. Like, Truex's tires are actually older than McDowell's, but he has done a better job at conserving them.
He's chilling.
Yeah, actually going to have a 4-car battle is shaping up here for 2nd through 5th. Reddick, Buescher, Hamlin, and Wallace. Yeah. Oh, Byron must have had some sort of problem or something. Because he just dropped quite a few spots. He was running like in 16th, and now he's down to 19th. Down with Larson. Going to be going a lap down here soon. See if we get an update. Check Twitter. World's most reliable news source.
Did you see they changed the logo?
Yeah, to like the X. I didn't really understand.
I just woke up and they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It might be a Marquez.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it looks like the 24 complaining about grip right now as he's fading down the running order.
He deserves it though.
20 to go in stage 2 this time by.
Ruining Suarez's win at Atlanta.
Oh boy, I don't know. Suarez, I think he's going to be in pretty much a must-win after today. Thanks everybody watching right now. Still, Scotty's still hoping for a Bowman or a Elliott win today. I mean, I think both are still somewhat feasible. I don't see it happening, but it wouldn't shock me too much. Without the stage 2 points factored in, but like where they currently run, McDowell's got a 20-point advantage over Gibbs, which will shrink at the end of the stage because Gibbs will pick up a couple stage points. But, 20-point gap between McDowell and Gibbs, and that'll only also shrink more because McDowell's going to drop further and further. McDowell's going to lose a lap. That's a fact. McDowell is going to lose a lap.
His car's just not even that powerful. It's not even just a tire.
All right, I mean, Larson, Byron, Bowman, all three Hendrick guys and McDowell are all in massive jeopardy of losing a lap. I think their best shot is if they can like shuffle McDowell past them and that like buy them some time. But Keselowski is going to want to put as much of his competition lap down as he can. And with McDowell's struggles right now, it's kind of negating some of Allmendinger's struggles today. He's still right now only 23 points to the bad. He's only lost 6 points to McDowell on that cut line compared to where they were at the start of the day. Suarez, also Suarez 33 points to the bad. Elliott is currently 35 points to the bad, if my math is correct. No, 45 points to the bad. So, yeah. And Bowman is also 45 to the bad. So, I mean, they're all within, like, reason, but, and they've actually almost all made up ground, but, I mean, it's really Bubba with the big brain today, up 50 points above the cut line compared to, like, 25 at the start of the race. And he's still going to pick up even more stage points here at the end of the stage. Yeah, McDowell's now gotten passed by Bowman. Probably going to get passed by Byron here. And I just blew into the mic. Thanks everybody watching right now. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get this thing up to 20 likes. Currently at 15. And right now, Truex has been able to kind of get his tires to the point where everybody else's have burned off almost as much as his. So he might just be able to hold on for some stage points here.
Yeah, how is he able to do that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's the car, if it's talent, or whatever. Oh, look at this. Blaney unlapped himself from Brad Keselowski. So that's pretty impressive. And yeah, as Keselowski's having to battle some harder lap traffic, maybe Larson's been holding him up, and that allowed the 12 to kind of come by and find a way by the 6 for now. But yeah, his lead has dropped from 7. Oh, you can see it right now on the big screen there. 3 wide in front of your leader. So, they have gone. His lead has shrunk from 7 seconds to almost 4. Oh my, are they about to be 4? Oh, Larson slips up the track. No. Come on, Larson. Come on, Larson.
Hit him. No.
Come on, Larson. Keselowski on the inside of him. They're 3 wide. Oh, 24 might be able to box him in a bit. Larson is terrible through the turns. Oh, my God. He's slipping so far up the track. Like, the car is, like, just look at him. He goes in there, and it just looks like it's about to sail into the wall. Like, the car is, like, he has no control. He can't even get by McDowell. Oh, gosh, the 5 just looks sick almost.
Hit 34. Okay. Stays low there.
I don't know, man. Maybe Larson get the free pass. Yeah, now the 35's gotten by the 34, but now the 6 is about to get by the 24.
Everyone's acting like Ryan Newman right now.
These Hendrick cars are getting passed up right now by Brad Keselowski. Dude, Larson's like about to kiss the wall up there.
There's smoke.
Oh, boy. Buescher's now caught up to Reddick, looking for second. I think I've said that like 10 times in this stage. And they highlighted the wrong drivers on the minimap. Buescher and Hamlin. Yeah, and Blaney all of a sudden just got the Jets on out of nowhere. He's unlapped himself and driven by all the Hendrick guys. He just got by Bowman. I'm just going to do it myself. Oh, boy, 8 to go. And it looks like Keselowski's now locked up the stage win, basically. Now they're just scrapping for 2nd through 5th. Logano currently holds on to the final stage point. Right now, Byron's got the lucky dog. Yeah, and now you can already see the 6 is probably about to put the 12 and the 48 a lap down before the end of the stage. So that's going to be them fighting for the lucky dog, most likely. Oh, Larson did get by Byron. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, boy. Come on, Larson. 5 to go in stage, or 6 to go still in stage 2. Oh, here, wait, Buescher to the outside of the 45 down the back straightaway for 2nd in stage 2. Yeah, Larson's doing that whole wall ride almost. Look at him. Look at his line. Can Larson maybe get around? The 48 is slowing him 6 up so much. Oh, the 6 to the outside of the 48. Oh, Buescher's gotten by Reddick. The 6. Yeah, here comes the 5. He's making that like wall ride work.
Oh my god.
Look at him.
Oh yeah.
Look at Larson.
And look at what he did.
Look at him though.
Oh, what are you doing?
No, get out, Bowman. Get out of here.
What are you doing? It's your teammate.
Oh, Bowman, get out of here.
Oh,
They're poverty, like, get out of here. What is this?
oh my god.
They're battling so hard, but, like, Brad's about to just lap Blaney.
Oh. That was funny. They gotta tighten that car up or something.
No, it's the 48 just, like, slammed him into, like...
That's your teammate.
Oh, now the 48's trying to copy the 5's line, but he opened the door for the 5. And maybe if the 48... Oh, it's going to be close. The 48's got the spot for now. I think he's got it. Now he's taking away the 5's line. We'll see. Come on, Larson. Get him. Get him. Brad can't get to Blaney, I don't think.
Yes, Suarez.
Suarez holding him up. Yeah, Suarez is trying to stay 1 lap down because 2 laps down is like oh, the 5 and the 48 are like door banging.
Dude, screw Bowman. What are you
like
doing?
what is?
Get the heck out of the way.
No, he's fighting for the lucky dog. I mean,
Oh, it's not the lucky dog. Suarez just got passed.
no, Suarez is 2 laps down now.
Oh yeah, this is.
If I was Larson, I'd be so pissed right now.
Get him.
Oh wait, Bowman's gonna leave the top. I just don't think the run isn't gonna get there. I think he'd pass him by turn 1, but it's not gonna be enough.
Oh, you idiot.
No, it's not enough.
Bowman. God damn it.
Dude, Bowman, get out of here.
Nobody
Nobody likes
likes
Bowman.
Nobody.
Wait, when does Bowman's contract end? I'm just wondering because I know he got the contract extension.
Definitely soon.
No, he literally just got one like this year. I think it's probably 2025.
That was cool to watch.
5 year, yeah. So it carries him through 2026. He's gonna be there till like I graduate college. Oh,
I think Byron's the same way.
they're all there. No, I think they're all there. I want to see. Bowman's there. Larson.
He's getting.
Larson is through 2026.
When does he get his actual Hendrick sponsorship breakdown or whatever?
Hold on. Hold on.
You said that 2 years ago, so it's gotta be like a year.
Yeah, Elliott's there through 2027. I mean,
Remember the clause where he can't like not have Hendrick?
oh, I don't know what that. Yeah, I think that's through 2023. But I think it'll stay longer than that. Byron's there through 2025, so Byron's there could be the first one to go. Yeah, I think Byron's going to be extended, but dude, I just don't understand. I mean, Ally, a lot of it comes down just to funding, though. And I don't say Bowman hasn't done like a terrible job or anything. Like he has he's got like 7 wins or so with them, and he's got like he's made the playoffs.
They just don't have a Jimmy Johnson or like a Jeff Gordon or anything.
But I don't think that's gonna be like. I guess here's the thing: is I don't like Bowman, but I don't really know who else you would sign besides him at the point. Like, there's not really like a clear. Like, I'm sure some people have bright moments, but it's like, who would you even put in there? Like, it's not like Allgaier or Barry or somebody are like really. I feel like. Oh, I mean, yeah, Barry's gonna go to the storehouse anyways, but like. Yeah, well, Hocevar's gonna be good, but I think that's really the thing. I think Hocevar goes to 77 in 2024, part-time maybe or full-time, and then 2025 does another year there. Then after 2025, Byron's maybe up, or they like get like some sort of thing like where he's like I think Hocevar is the long-term replacement for Byron or Bowman.
Here's the thing.
I just don't think Larson and Elliott are gonna get like outperformed like that.
Do you think he'll get rid of Larson?
I mean, unless like he just starts being terrible or whatever. But
It's literally Larson and Elliott. I feel like.
Kyle Larson isn't. I think Kyle Larson's still like 31.
But I know Elliott's been pretty bad this year. He's 30.
Yeah, Larson's still 30. Oh, it says it's like Kyle Larson's birthday, or tomorrow is his birthday. So he'll be 31 tomorrow. So, yeah, happy birthday, Kyle Larson. But yeah, Byron's still 25.
Oh, no. I thought he was like 28.
Elliott's still 27.
Oh.
No, it's also Kyle Larson's still like 31.
Trackhouse?
Or I mean, not 31. Joey Logano. Wait, Alex Bowman age.
These are the worst 100 years I've ever experienced. All right, this is gonna be
Alex Bowman's also 30.
Oh, Bowman's 30?
Yeah.
That's good. Get out of here.
Well, I mean, in 3 years he'll be 33 once they I don't know, once his contract's up.
Let's see
But
what happens. Brad, 9.6. Jeez. RFK, both cars.
hopefully we get a quick caution here.
They go 2 tires.
No, 4 tires.
10 seconds.
And it's still who's going to win the race off pit road? It's going to be Keselowski, then Buescher. So everything stays normal. Gibbs picks up 2 spots. Priest once again loses spots on pit road. Man, that's killers. Pit crew's screwing him over so far.
RFK versus 23XS.
Yeah, RFK and the 2311. Yeah, both teams are on fire today right now. The new mergers, the new teams.
Yeah. Yeah, these are definitely the worst 100 years ever.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they have won 2 championships, but like in terms of personality,
Yeah. Like, the Gordon.
do you think Truex is gonna retire at the end of the season?
I love that guy.
I don't know. I think I'm really torn.
Yeah.
I don't like. Okay,
If he gets.
because I don't think he want. I think he
If
didn't.
He wins a championship 100%.
Like that's the thing is, I don't even know winning a championship. Like
Because he's still at a top.
he's on a top level, but like I think he wants to retire at a top level. You know what I mean? Like he wants to retire where he's like
That's
in
what
contention to win the championship. Yeah, like same with Gordon. Like compared to
Because Johnson didn't do that, and you know what happened.
yeah. Now if he retires,
Earnhardt.
I think it's probably gonna just be Nemechek that takes that ride.
Yeah.
Like because Sammy Smith's still rookie, and then
Truex.
yeah, Truex.
Yeah. Sammy Smith's too young still.
Mhm.
I feel like Sammy Smith.
But then if Nemechek's up,
Yeah.
who goes in that car?
Nemechek's gonna get a ride because of his dad.
No, I know. But well, I mean, he's also won multiple Xfinity races.
Yeah, and he's way better than his dad.
Wait, hold on. Who's even like in the truck series that would move up to the Xfinity potentially? I don't even know.
Literally just Hocevar.
Well, like,
Oh,
yeah, they even
Xfinity?
like yeah, or shoot, hold on. What? I'm just looking at like I'm trying to think standings, like that has funding. That's the other thing. NASCAR truck series.
There's a few. The top 3 are pretty good. Who just
But that's what I'm. Oh, well, Zane Smith, obviously. I just totally like that's the other thing I'm forgetting. Where's Zane Smith going? Like where?
No idea.
Like
It was the 30, one of the 30s.
I think he's gonna replace Todd Gillen.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know if it's
He was good
justified.
last year, but I mean, he hasn't been.
Like I just think I mean you can't deny somebody that's like probably gonna be a 2-time Truck Series championship.
How old is Heim?
Heim is young. Heim's 20, I think.
Yeah,
Or no, he's 21, but I mean, yeah, he's still young enough.
Sammy Smith's gonna get the 18 when he comes up then.
Sammy Smith's still not coming up for like another 2 years. At that point,
I think they'll get.
Hamlin's gonna be around still, I'd imagine. I think potentially if Nemechek's like a dud, he could take over for Nemechek.
Yeah.
I mean, he also is going to have to probably run well and be a championship contender in 2023 or in 2024.
I think Sammy Smith is insane for his age.
I don't like. Well, here's the thing: is I'm like Corey Heim. Actually, that's who would move up to that Toyota seat. Like that's who would fill Nemechek. Yeah. But like, and then you have like Eckes. But like these guys don't have funding. That's the thing. Like Heim's a big Toyota guy, so he has Zane Smith's got funding. Hocevar is Hocevar. But like Infinger, he's a Truck Series lifer. Majeski is like a lifer. Rhodes is a lifer. De Benedetto's gonna be a lifer. You know what I mean? And Sanchez is still a rookie. You know what I mean? I think Sanchez. I think he's one of my sleepers. Like I think he's gonna be there, but I think he's 18. Oh no! Wait, Sanchez is 22. He's actually kind of older. But
There's some good guys on
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'd have to say, like, once you get beyond, I'd say, like, the top 12 in trucks, it's, like, pretty sad.
I don't even know.
Like, I don't know. Well, like, I don't know. Actually, like, it's just, like, a mix of, like, people that I think actually have potential and then people that, like, are just total duds. Like, Chase Purdy, total dud.
Dean Thompson's been, like, every series.
Oh, I know. He's terrible. Well, I mean, right here. These are all your, like, from here on up are, like, your full-timers. Or that are, like dud. Dud. Caruth has potential, but like, oh gosh. Daniel Dye, dud. Caruth, maybe. Tanner Gray, dud. Garcia, maybe. He's a rookie. Like, he's young. Doing well. Ankrum, dud. Oh, green flag is back out. Almost forgot to look. It's Keselowski on the inside with a great jump. Hamlin on the outside. That's what we saw McDowell do a lot earlier, and he made up a lot of spots. Good move there for Hamlin. Oh, they're 3 wide back to back still with Byron trying to do stuff. Oh, here comes Kyle Busch to the inside at 3 wide. Oh, man, everybody's going to be pushing it now because we don't know if we're going to see another restart. We had a lot of green flag racing today, and on restarts is when you can make up the most positions.
6 is gone.
Oh, who's that? Is that Priest making a bold move down low? He's throwing the block on Gibbs. Gibbs going to give a bit of a shot to the back of the 41. Oh, a couple of shots to the back of the 41. Oh, boy, I don't know how they're keeping it clean right now. Keselowski, Buescher, Reddick, then Hamlin on the outside of Bubba trying to take 4th away from the 23, and he's got it at the stripe. Further back, Priest still going at it with Ty Gibbs. Oh, brother. How about Ryan Newman still saying 1 lap down through all those green flag runs in a Rick Ware racing car?
He's just him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here you go. Hamlin looking to the inside of the 45 into turn 1. Reddick really pinched him down there. How RFK, though, just pulling away from the field right now at the 6 and the 17.
Yeah, there's so much, like, speed off
Ooh.
the high side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Reddick overshoots turns 1 and 2, but still is able to get down to cover off Hamlin.
Buescher's very close to him right now. Yeah,
Tate, will there be a crash or spin today? It doesn't look like it.
I mean, it's literally his teammates in the top 5, so they're not going to do anything.
Mm-hmm. How about Priest and Austin Dillon running top 10 right now? That's pretty respectable.
Good for him.
Oh, I can't lie. I'm kind of hungry right now. Yeah, it's Suarez all the way down in 31st.
I like ghost pepper chicken sandwich.
From where?
Wendy's.
That's wild.
It was alright. My stomach's about to hurt in like an hour.
No, you're going to the Michigan race at the NASCAR race in Michigan next week. That's cool. Oh. Yo, can we get it up to 20 likes, guys? Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate it.
What would Buescher do? I don't know.
Dude. Oh, here we go. Logano to the inside of Dillon for 8th off of turn 4. Is Dillon going to clear himself again? No.
He gets such a run off the high side.
I think Logano's got it there. Yep. Logano up to 8th. Also, where they run now, update on your like kind of playoff picture. On the bubble is still McDowell, and right now his gap is only 9 points over the rookie Ty Gibbs. Now McDowell can move up quite a few spots because he's a lap down, and there's a lot of guys lap down, but Ty Gibbs currently runs in 11th. He's definitely knocking on the door of a top 10 today. And then the next driver below the cut line is currently AJ Allmendinger, who is 12. Not 12. Is it just 12? Yeah, 12 points to the bad behind McDowell. Which somehow doesn't make sense because it feels like McDowell's run really well today, but just was not able to score any stage points and is now stuck a lap down.
It's more just a strategy. Really
Yeah, the strategy for McDowell did not work out. But now McDowell, and then Suarez is going to be 27 points to the bad. That's still fairly manageable. Actually, he's battling right around McDowell right now, except he's 2 laps down and McDowell's 1 lap down. Elliott will be 33 points to the bad, and Alex Bowman currently 38 points to the bad. Dang. And Cindric's still kind of in a position to be within points range. He is still he's 58 points to the bad. I mean, that'd take almost a miracle to overcome, but not out of the realm of possibility. And Bubba Wallace, with all those stage points, is 57 points to the good right now as he runs in 5th.
Yeah, this might be Bubba's year.
Yeah. At this point, he would really have to throw it away. But after Michigan, we are going to 2 road courses, which he is going to be terrible at.
Yeah.
And McDowell and Allmendinger will probably be very good at.
Yeah. Allmendinger's about to win one of them.
Wallace really putting the pressure, though, on Hamlin right now. Less than 150 laps to go. Now this final stage, everybody will probably split into 2 as well. As we've learned, splitting it into 1 is not the move. Now, if we saw a caution right now, that would spice things up. Because everybody would pit, and then it'd be like, man, maybe you can do it in 1. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Truex did it in 1, and it actually kind of worked out for him. I mean, he finished 8th in the stage. Yeah, you're not going to win. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you run it longer. I don't know.
Yeah, where's Larson right now?
Larson's 21st, 1 lap down. Behind Byron for the lucky dog.
He needs a caution.
He needs 2, because Byron's got the lucky dog right now.
Yeah, these Hendrick guys are going at it today.
Elliott working his way around the outside of Austin Dillon. This is for 9th as they go down the front stretch into turn 1. Yeah, the Chevrolets are really struggling today. I mean, here we go around the outside. Elliott's got him, I think, off of turn 4. He's up to 9th. Dillon drops to 10th. Next car in line is Martin Truex Jr. in 11th. I think Bell took the wave around in hopes of a quick caution. Does not look like that caution is coming right now.
They did at Bristol, but you know what happened there.
And Buescher's caught up to Brad. I mean, are we going to see 2 teammates having to square off for the win here? It's like both cars are going to be illegal in Val post-race tech. Yeah, if Wallace wins today, that'll be huge for him.
It's going to be like a Jimmy Johnson where they wrecked the car to like hide it.
Yeah. Hey, Gibbs has been passed by a couple of cars on the last couple laps, so he's starting to lose some spots or some points that cut line right now, giving McDowell a bit more of a cushion. And Almirola, even with that penalty, still on the lap. That 10 car, the fastest I've seen it in quite some time. And Stewart Haas as a whole, you got Briscoe in 16th, Almirola 14th, Preece in 7th, and Harvick in 12th.
Best week ever.
Yeah, this is their best week in like a minute. I think Almirola still got a great shot at a top 10. I mean, he was looking really strong there at one point in stage 1. I don't think they have race-winning pace, but that's still very, big confidence boost for Stuart Haas. They're currently under commercial break still, though, and just hoping maybe we can get some action to spice things up. Thanks to everybody watching. Yeah, one can hope, right? Yeah, Ryan Newman crash. No. Okay. Yeah, your top 2 broken away from the rest of the field. Busher and Keselowski, RFK boys, and then they're followed by 23XI and their dad, and then Kyle Busch, Ryan Preece, Logano, Elliott, and Truex, your top 10. Now Austin Dillon's getting shuffled further back. Truex and Harvick have just gotten by him. And Chase Briscoe's gotten by Stenhouse for 15th. So now all Stuart House cars run inside of the top 15. And Larson's gotten by Byron for the lucky dog, but Bell's about to go a lap down. We need a caution right now. And like the next lap. Dang. I mean, we still have a long ways to go, guys. 2 more pit stops. Probably going to see some more penalties. What? Oh, yeah. Elliott currently running in 9th. For all the Elliott fans out there, I know there's a lot of them. Thanks for watching today. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. At play. Bowman in 18th right now. Yep. Come on, dude. We need a caution right now. Somebody. Okay. I don't think we're getting it. Oh, well. There goes Larson's day. Officially down the tubes. Unless we get like a chain of cautions at the end of the race. Oh, pardon? No, but I mean, he's going to be. Look, he'd probably be in the shot. Yeah, there he is. Just keeping tabs on any passes happening throughout the field. Yeah, it's just not been that eventful of a race today, ladies and gents. We'll see. Maybe once, I mean, the strategy, it's not like anybody's even really going to try to split the stage in half here down the stretch. It's more so just going to be don't mess things up on your pit stop. Got winning on my mind. Hey, now the dirty air off the 20, though, might kind of slow up the 6 here, give the 17 an opportunity to pass his boss. Bell's going to let him go by. Come on, Bell. Or, well, he's giving him the top side, making it a little hard, but, I mean, he can't even really fight. Wait, did Bubba win stage 1 or stage 2? No, okay. And just say after today, Truex is really got a big lock on that regular season championship trophy right now with a 40-point lead over Hamlin and Byron and an 80-point lead over Bell in 4th. So, yeah, there's a lot of cloud cover, as Dale Jr. saying, so that might be changing up the way the racetrack's handling just a little bit with that cloud cover. You know, it's been so hot out there. Yeah, them boys are cooling it off down there. See their tires maybe driving a little better now. Maybe they'll be driving so good that somebody will maybe put it in the wall and get the yellow flag out here for the first time today. Oh, Bell does hit pit road, though, so now Larson's back in the lucky dog position. So there is still hope. There is still hope.
Big strategy implications.
Buescher's really putting the pressure on Keselowski right now. Buescher searching for his third career NASCAR Cup Series win.
His second this year, right?
No, he won last year at Bristol. Hey, Bell with that stop now. It puts Newman up to 28th. Let's go, Newman. Can we get Newman top 25 or something? Top 20 with the cautions or something?
Newman dub, everyone gets wrecked.
Dang, Buescher's really getting it on here.
Yeah, he's getting close and he kind of lifts.
Dang, we'll see. We'll see where this battle goes for the lead.
He's got to commit to the outside, I think. There he goes. Stay there.
Buescher just can't get to the outside right now. It's close, though. I think it will happen. Or, I mean, I think there's a much better chance that one of them has, like, the slightest hiccup on their pit stop that costs them, like, half a second. And that'll be all the difference between who comes out in front. Or maybe the 17 will try and short pit the 6 by, like, a lap or two. Right now, you could see somebody hit pit road right now, but that'd be pretty unlikely. More so, I'd say about 10 laps. 10 more laps, around 115 to go. That'll be when you see people coming to make their second to last pit stop.
Oh, here he comes. So close. Oh, he left it. That's your dad.
Truex was gotten by Elliott. That looks like it happened a while ago, but I just never noticed that. Hey, we're almost up to 20 likes, guys. I appreciate NASCAR and Corn Dog. This race is getting interesting since most of the drivers in the top 15 need a win. I just don't even. I mean, I hear what you're saying with a lot of guys that could use a win. Or like, I don't know. I guess you got Priest, Wallace, Elliott, Almirola, Harvick. Earl Harvick doesn't need one. But Dillon, Gibbs, and Briscoe. But I mean, I just don't know what you're going to do to put yourself in a situation to win. The way the strategy worked. I mean, we saw the people that did stage 2 in one stop. It did not work at all. So I just don't see any way where you can make it work in this stage where it's even longer. We'll see. Oh, now here comes Harvick going around the outside of Elliott. That's for 10th place, and Harvick back into the top 10. And that dude is like.
Passing on the outside, I think, is the best.
Mm-hmm.
He gets so much speed.
Yeah. And now your leaders have caught the rear of the field. Whoa, did you see Newman just dance up the racetrack? So there's going to be some more lap traffic, and this could definitely change who the race leader is. How much is Newman going to hold up the leaders? He was holding them up a decent amount earlier on.
He did it.
So now he's going to be able to slot in front of the 6. But he's going to go up the track. He's going to give him that lane underneath. But because the 31's there at 30 air, it's going to prevent Brad from getting too far alongside the 51. But I think he's alongside. Here we are. This might be the end of the fight for the old giant. And the Rocket Man's now 2 laps down. He tried.
He's still trying.
He fought.
He's still trying.
Now Buescher also going by the 51.
Never gives up. And he'll just disturb the whole top 10.
Mm-hmm. Disturb. And Chastain continues to drop. He's all the way down to 27th.
Oh.
Tough day. I mean, him and Suarez, he runs in 27th. Suarez runs in 30th. Today's a Trackhouse wants to forget this day. Now here comes Almirola on the outside of Ty Gibbs. This is for 13th, or I believe, yes, 13th. And Almirola's got the pass almost complete off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Almirola up to 13th.
Yeah, Chastain got a top 10 in the spring race.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Larson won the spring race. He's 20th, 1 lap down. So I just don't think the spring race is a good indicator of how this one's playing out.
Well, let's screw it.
Now Bell unlapping him. One of his laps he's lost on the fresh tires, but still today's a throwaway day for the 20 basically with that penalty they got.
Didn't the spring race get extended?
Extended?
Like tonight?
I mean, the race will end close to dusk.
Yeah, but there's just so much less grip today. I mean, it was cooler. That's the thing.
Now they're looking to put LaJoy another lap down, but yeah, currently as they run, if it's 20, we'll say.
Bro was there. He just was not. Oh, he got loose there. Let's go, LaJoy.
I mean, Buscher is there. He's waiting for any mistake. Oh, and here pit stops have begun. Priest and Logano have hit pit road.
Oh, look at that tire.
Hopefully the 41's pit crew didn't cost him again. Buscher now in the pit from second. There you go. He came one lap before his teammate. Could that make the difference? Wallace in the pit as well. Busch. And here comes Keselowski, one lap after Buscher. Now we'll see where they merge out compared to each other. Reddick also in the pit. Oh, and Brad not in the pit stall entirely.
Oh,
I don't think he can pit the car like that. Is the tire over the line?
He's on the line. I don't know if that means. Oh, they're going to penalize him for that.
It was legal, but a slow stop from the 6.
I don't know. They're going to have to take a closer look.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
17's leading.
Everybody's hitting pit road, though, now. And the 17's got it with ease.
You messed up with
Oh,
that.
gosh.
Come on. You had it.
And after dominating stage 2, Brad has, I mean, at least he's chucked it away to a teammate. But he has chucked it away. I mean, now he's already, I'm trying to figure out how many spots he's going to lose from this. Probably at least 4 or 5.
He's behind Truex right now. Truex is a lap down. I think he's behind Reddick.
Now here comes Elliott in the pit.
He's behind Wallace, too. Yeah, he's probably way back.
We'll see.
At least Wallace.
Stenhouse in the pit. Now only a handful have not hit pit road yet. Excuse me. That's Hamlin out front. Still got to make his stop. And now it's Buscher in the lead. Now it'll be Reddick, Wallace. Dang, he got passed by Priest even, and Priest was running in like 6th. So Keselowski just gave up possibly almost 10 spots or so on pit road. I mean, he's ahead of Logano, so he's gonna be right around like 7th when this all cycles through. I just wonder if you're gonna see anybody try and run long for some reason. Oh, dude, Larson. Oh, today has not been a day to remember.
Sad day for Trackhouse and Hendrick fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elliott's out of the top 10.
Well, it's not updated yet right now, but I'll see if anybody goes for the split strategy, man. I doubt it's going to work, but we'll see if anybody goes for it. Just the one stopper.
I think someone will. It'll probably be whoever's in the lead.
Are we going to finally see that yellow flag come out?
Might be LaJoy because he keeps like hitting the wall every lap.
Maybe we'll get like a phantom caution like the All-Star race like last year.
Yeah.
For Stenhouse getting up near the wall.
Yeah. Taylor never hit the wall. Wait. Oh, wait, he's dead.
Hamlin's coming. And then Truex, Blaney, Bowman still got a pit. That's it. Now Truex did do the split strategy last time.
Go, he will not pit. I feel like BJ McLeod's just gonna explode.
I don't know, man. We're going to see. Okay, yeah, Blaney's going to pit. It's just Truex and Bowman at this point.
Ooh, that was close.
Mm-hmm.
Blaney almost out of his business.
Man, this is a tough day. Tough day. So Keselowski is behind Priest. So once Hamlin merges out,
Oh yeah, Truex stay out there for a while. Look at those times.
Hamlin stayed out for a while. I think that actually kind of hurt him. So Priest actually is in a good spot right now, guys. My underdog pick, Ryan Priest. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
It's Buescher, Reddick, Wallace, Priest. That's going to be your top 4.
Literally, Truex has like stayed out, and he's just been like staying there. Like his tires aren't even affecting him with it. He's staying within 10 seconds.
Priest does not have a top 10 finish all year long.
Yeah, look, he's literally gaining him. Or wait, Bowman has a pit. Yeah, I forget. Okay, here's Buescher. He's probably gonna catch up. Wait,
Oh, boy.
is Truex stopping once?
Yeah, Truex is going to... I mean, he did it in stage 2.
He's gonna go 104.
Well, no, he's going to stop one more time.
Oh, okay.
So Truex and Bowman are going to split. I don't know why Bowman split, man. It's like there's like almost no world where this works out better. Like he wasn't probably going to finish too good. He's probably going to finish around 18th or so on the other strategy, but now I feel like at best he'll finish 18th, maybe probably like 25th.
Yeah, one lucky break. That's the thing.
I mean, I don't know. That's the other thing. It's like if you get a caution right now, then maybe not.
Didn't penalize him. Let me see this shit. Oh, he's that close. It's just his tires.
It's just his tires. He was just in. There you go, Priest on the inside and Bubba. Let's go, Priest.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the 41 right now. I want it, dude.
That'd be so sick. Ryan Priest from the 37 to 49.
Like that would be so wild. Like he is literally his best finish this year is 12th.
Yeah, I know.
And if I mean, he's not going to win,
He'll have a best
but
finish today. I mean, either way. Yeah. We just need cautions for anyone.
yeah, I mean, if once you take Truex and Bowman out of the picture, Priest will be running in 4th, and then Harvick running in 9th.
Well, Buescher's so far out right now.
Almirola in 11th, and Briscoe in 14th. So this is a good day for Sir Haas. Dude, I'm having more and more mixed thoughts on Briscoe.
Yeah.
Like
It's kinda
he's
like
starting to feel like a Custer 2.0.
literally. He drives like him. It's just so similar.
Like I was feeling the hype, and now I've kind of lost it.
I know. I feel like last year I felt the hype like crazy. He made the playoffs.
He had like a good run there for a little bit, but now it's really gone nowhere.
How many years has he got left?
Oh, I don't know. Probably, I bet it might be this year or 2 years. I mean, they think he's like their long-term guy,
They did.
but now I'm like, who knows?
So bad this year.
Sterhaus is just all over the place. I think Bush just got by Logano for 8th.
I mean, literally none of them have been good. Amarola's been terrible. Oh, Brad on Bowman. What is he doing? Jesus.
He's going by Bowman's on old tires. So Brad's really in like 5th. So he went from 1st to 5th in that cycle of pit stops, man. Also, don't think maybe once it updates. I didn't see any penalties. Yeah, no penalties on that cycle of pit stops. Thanks everybody watching right now. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Let me know in the chat who you think's gonna win. We're up to 20 likes. Appreciate it. Put up a new poll that's more accurate to our current leaders. Oh, Priest to the inside of Wallace in 3 and 4. Come on, go get it. Go get it. Go get it, Priest. He's going in there. Did the side-by-side down the back straightaway. He's got the slight advantage. Oh, they're going to touch, I think, a little bit there into 3 and 4. Oh, boy, they're side-by-side this time into 1 and 2. And he still doesn't quite got it. I mean, right now they're just burning up their tires, though. Oh, boy. Come on, Priest. Come on. Come on. Side-by-side still. They've been side-by-side for like 3 laps now. Who wins at Richmond? Okay, so I would say...
Oh, Larson.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point.
Bro is just running up high.
I'm surprised he doesn't have bet towing.
Yeah. Look at that. He's going right up to the wall.
He's just doing anything he can. So we got Busher, Reddick, Wallace, and Priest. Dude, right now they've been running side by side for so long, they're about to run out of time. I mean, they've given up 8 seconds to Busher now.
And here comes Kozlowski.
Maybe Larson will get in the way. That might help out Priest.
Oh. Yeah, I think this will work.
And I think he might get him here finally.
There you go. Jesus.
Oh boy, there you go. Come on, Priest. Up to 4th, which will be 3rd once he gets by Truex on old tires here soon. Oh boy.
Rosen's just like vibing now. He doesn't give anything. Someone's pitting. Oh, okay, it's Truex.
Now Truex will pit. So there you go. Priest is up to 3rd. And now here we go. Keselowski trying to come back after that bad pit stop, trying to get by Wallace for 4th. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. The laps are winding down now. 88 to go.
Oh, here's
Hamlin. Oh, Hamlin also now going to the inside of Keselowski. He's going to take 5th away. I don't know. Yeah, here he comes. And now he's about to probably get by Wallace here.
battling really kind of close.
There's just like all these different lines, all this different whatever, man. It's chaos. And Kyle Busch also entering the picture. Almirola up to 11th. Briscoe up to 12th. Could we have Stewart Haas all 4 cars in the top 10?
Yeah, I feel like Larson's gonna wreck.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. He's just throwing it away right now. He's like, I don't care. But Buscher's got a 4-second lead over Reddick, 9 seconds almost over Priest, 10 seconds over Wallace and Hamlin and Keselowski. Right now, it's his race to lose. We still got a pit stop coming up, and we've seen how much pit stops can change everything so far today.
Especially the pressure of leading.
Yeah, Hamlin looking to the inside of Wallace.
It's probably what messed up Kozlowski, that pressure.
Possibly. And, oh, Hamlin getting to the inside of his driver, the 23 of Bubba Wallace, down the back straightaway. He's got him.
Yeah.
Oh, and Larson's pitting. I think he might have a broken toe link.
Yeah, he's gone.
Or no, I think he was running long. He was running long, hoping for a caution. He was on the same thing as like the 19.
Oh, he's gonna be really back now.
Yeah. I don't think they care anymore.
That's why he's running up that high.
Yeah.
There's no way he was gonna stay low.
Well, I mean, he's been running that line all day. I think he was just, I don't know, trying something. Because that line was the fast line in the spring.
Yeah.
But it's just different today because it's so hot. Boy. Okay, we really need a caution. The only reason I don't want a caution is because Priest's pit crew is so bad they're probably gonna like throw it away for him.
4 seconds back, so if they have one good stop,
Yeah, there's been no cautions or spins today.
he doesn't lose.
I think the chances of an Alex Bowman win right now are very, very slim.
Where is he?
But well, he just pitted I think for a stop finally. He's 19th, I think 2 laps down. So
2022
yeah.
average finish 22nd. For Priest.
that's well he's not he has no top 10s.
Yeah. I mean, this if he gets third, it'll be good enough.
Yeah, for real.
Imagine getting a win and getting into playoffs.
That'd be so random. I feel like we're back to 2022 if he won today.
That'd be insane.
Here we go, Keselowski going by Bubba. This is for 5th. Dang, this 23. I mean, he's gotten a lot of stage points today, and I mean, as long as he finishes the race, it'll be a good day for them points-wise. But he's starting to give up a couple spots here late in the going, giving a couple points back to the cut line right now. As he's dropped to 6th, and Busch will be on him here shortly. Yeah, here you go. Busch looking possibly to the outside of the 23 here.
The third year.
Here we go. Busch to the outside of Bubba, and he's got him off of turn 4. Bubba fading here on this second to final run.
Priest is almost 9 seconds off right.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way he's gonna catch up.
Yeah, I mean, here, I'll look at lap times right now. I mean, Buescher last time by 25.57, Reddick 25.51, Priest 25.3.4.
They're all kind of
So he was 3/10 faster last time by. This time by, Buescher 25.32 though. Reddick 25.63, Priest 25.34 again. Then Buescher 25.47, Reddick 25.35, Buescher or Priest 25.31, and Hamlin 25.24.
yeah, they're all kind of like racing this.
Mm-hmm.
It could be lap traffic. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see here.
There's a lot of factors again.
I don't know. Blaney's like slowly working his way forward after those bad pit stops. Currently in 5th, or not bad pit stops, after the bad qualifying. Ryan's in 15th right now.
Logano's in the top 10. They haven't had like a terrible day. It's just kind of mid.
Mm-hmm.
They don't usually have good days.
Allmendinger's up to a 20th place run right now. So, I mean, he's slowly working his way forward.
25th right
McDowell in 21st.
now. 26th.
Larson 26th. Yikes. Suarez 30th. It was a bad day for a lot of playoff guys, man.
Just getting loose every. It's insane.
Hey, Priest is knocking into that lead a bit now. It's about to be under 8 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, here's Stenhouse.
Oh, Stenhouse. Yeah, that's definitely going to hold up Buescher. Ooh.
What is he doing?
Well, lap traffic's only going to get harder and harder for Buescher. I mean, he's getting closer and closer to the front. Stenhouse runs in 16th.
Is that Newman?
I think it is. Yeah, now Priest the gap down to 7-7. Yeah, that lap traffic. He ran a 20. Buescher ran a 25.7. Reddick ran a 25.4, and so did Priest. And Hamlin ran a 25.3. So Hamlin's really also on the move. Hamlin's about to catch up to Priest right now. Actually, they're showing it on the TV.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going so much higher than Someone's coming up here. 43.
No, I think Hamlin's the fastest car on the racetrack right now.
He could block him with 43.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's going to go around the outside.
Oh, there you go. He's got him. Hamlin to the outside of Priest. And it looks like he's going to be able to catch him off guard. Here comes Larson wall riding in the background. No. But, and Hamlin's got him. He's up to 3rd.
God. Send it. Send it. Send it.
Hamlin or Larson, take out your revenge.
3-1.
Oh, Larson's going to shove Hamlin up. Oh, yeah. No, guys. He got a bit of revenge there, man.
Let's go.
I mean, on the fresh tires, he just came through and just argy-bargied right by. Oh boy, he just went and came through. Didn't do much. Just really didn't. It's like not like he wrecked him or anything. Just cost him a spot. And now he's gonna have to fight for that position again.
Well, Hamlin's pissed now.
And now that 43 could be in the way.
Oh, he kind of damaged the back.
Mm-hmm.
He's
It's just he just drives right by.
like, "Get outta here."
Like I just want to see a Hamlin's reaction in the car, just kind of like.
Marvis.
Like it's not the worst, like you know what I mean. Like it's just
He
like
knew what he was doing.
yeah, like we knew what he was doing, but it's like you know what I mean. And also, it's like he could still do more payback. You know what I mean? Like that's not really like a.
Well, that's like an indication it's starting.
I know that's like a frustrated move, but that's not like a I'm gonna act stupid move. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he totaled him. You know?
Well, he is. And he's still behind him, too. He's probably going to catch him again.
Oh gosh, wait, did Hamlin pass Priest though again? Hold on, I'm trying to see.
I think there's 7.
I can't tell in the camera shot.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, he did. He did. Oh well, that wasn't even really for anything.
Pepper see a bunch of that.
Mhm.
Some action.
That was the highlight of the race so far. Somebody getting knocked like half up the groove.
The only time I got
Somebody cost a position.
Oh my god, this is so funny. He's smart, he'll stay behind him. Or did he already pass him?
hmm
Oh.
Dude, yeah. At this point though, it's unless there's a caution, Buscher's gonna win, or there's an outside shot. Reddick, maybe Hamlin can catch him.
Yeah, that was the worst time to do it because he could have literally spun out Priest. Because he was trying to take it 3 wide.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little while till Buscher gets into like the heavier lap traffic. But here we are, 65 to go. Keselowski will try to short pit. I mean, he's like 10 seconds back, so it's probably not gonna make a difference. But he might be able to like leapfrog Priest or
he's
something.
coming. Oh no. Newman in that regular car.
Boomin' Newman.
What's he gonna do? He's booming Newman.
The Rocket Man. He's booming. And Priest now also in the pit. He's going to cover off Keselowski. Wallace in the pit. Almirola, Harvick. 64 to go. Can't afford to get a penalty on this round of pit stops. I mean, Larson's going to be slow because he's not pitting again.
Yeah.
So Hamlin's definitely going to come across him again probably at some point in the race.
Well,
I'm just picturing like Hamlin dumping Larson or something.
that'd be so nice.
I'd be like, that'd just be hilarious to me. I mean, like,
He probably gets
if I was Larson, I would just at that point after that you'd have to like wreck him or something like in the next race. I mean, or like if Hamlin like repaves the favor in anything more significant than what Larson just did, he's just gonna look like
Denny does that to him?
yeah.
Oh my
That's what I'm
God.
saying. Yeah, like
He
if
probably
Denny
gets
touches
beat.
him anymore, it's just gonna be like, come on, man. Like,
He'd be like, oh, well, he was in the way. So
yeah.
he was getting left.
It's like, dude, he like knocked you up the groove and cost you maybe like
A spot.
a spot, and like you passed the guy back in the next lap. Like it wasn't.
That's literally just racing. That's what it looks like. We all know what it is.
Okay, so Buscher pits from the lead. Now it'll be Blaney that'll cycle through to the lead, and Truex, who's not pitting again, but
Bush staying out.
well, no, Hamlin, they've already pitted.
Oh, they did, yeah.
So where will it cycle through, and does anybody have a penalty?
No, Blaney stayed out though.
Yo, wait, what? I didn't even notice.
Blaney and Truex.
Reddick had a commitment line violation.
Oh,
He locked up coming to pit road. He's throwing it away. Oh my gosh.
That's such a.
Oh, what the dude?
Yeah, that was just
He was a mile off. Like
Really.
he was like 2 lanes up. That was like Quinn Houff at Texas. Like
Yeah.
he almost got it, but like dude was a mile away.
Is that a?
Dang.
That's a drive-through.
Yeah, drive through for him. And now he's just dropping. He's gonna lose a lap. He's gonna come out all the way back. Elliott's. I mean,
Track tag, get a drive-through.
oh,
Oh my god, he's gone. Well,
I mean, he's still probably gonna get a top 15 because of how spread out the fields become and like.
yeah,
But dang, I mean, he was gonna get a top 3. I mean, he ran top 3 all day. He won stage 1.
he was on the pole. Oh, he's a lap down. Jeez.
Yeah. So now it's Buescher, and through that now actually Hamlin made up a lot of time in that round of pit stops, dude. The gap's like 6 seconds or 5.5 seconds between him and Buescher. I don't know. Can Hamlin get there? Yeah, and Priest isn't even that far back either. Priest is like 6.5 seconds back now.
Yeah, he is so much faster. Look at that.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, he is now a lap down. Let's go.
Oh boy. Dude, like when was the last time we had like an entirely caution-free race, man? I can't even like.
He's probably Richmond.
Yeah.
Either Richmond or like I don't even know what else. Could be Martinsville.
Hey, looking at the poll. Okay, we're gonna have to change the poll because, I mean, well, actually, I mean, the majority of guys think Buescher's gonna win.
You could take a Wallace, man.
Yeah, we'll change it up. See some people rooting for Harvick.
Martinsville won caution actually because the 38 hit the wall. Remember?
Oh yeah. Wait, who wins at Richmond? We got. Obviously, there's. I mean, Truex is not going to finish in the lead. Buescher, who has dominated this, like, well, not really dominated the final stage, but took over after Keselowski made his mistake. Buescher, Hamlin, Priest, or I don't know. I'm just have to say surprise because there's no way Keselowski's coming from that far back. Surprise. I'm just going to eliminate that option because. Nope. Or right here. Priest. It feels so weird putting Priest's name in a bull. Hey, we got almost 30 people watching. I appreciate it. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, I think drive of the day definitely is going to go to Priest, though. I mean, short tracks are his home, so I'm not too surprised. But, yeah, Hamlin only 5.5 seconds back now after pit stops. He was like 9 seconds back before. So, yeah, the 11's definitely not out of it. Priest is 6.5 seconds back, and then beyond that, I mean, Brad's 10 back. So, yeah, like I said, he's out of contention.
19 hasn't pit yet.
Well, he's not going to again.
Oh wait, yeah.
That's their strategy call. But, yeah, and then Buescher's only going to encounter heavier lap traffic. Next up, he's got Gibbs, Elliott, Reddick, all 3 of those guys. Those are not going to be easy to put a lap down.
He's so bored.
They're doing like a sad wave in the stands. He just keeps doing it. He's done it like 20 times. Oh my gosh. And there you go. Buescher's got him. Okay, so now, actually, Buescher is growing his lead over Hamlin and Priest, but still lap traffic could make things interesting. 50, 40, 49 to go. Hamlin and Larson. I don't really think Larson. Now it's like Larson shouldn't do anything else. Like, And Hamlin's going to drive by, and yeah.
15th. That's not like as bad as it was.
Yeah. Well, it's going to fade now because he's on the old tires for the rest of the race.
Oh, he is really closing in now. Oh, what are you doing, Larson?
Today is definitely a day like Priest can use as like a resume builder. Like, I mean, like he's actually looking like a contender. I think more than any. Like Harvick's had a couple of drives like this year, but Briscoe and Almirola have not had any drives like top 5.
And this is a tough track to like be good at.
Mm-hmm.
He's closing.
Like Priest is like Josh Berry vibes, like in terms of a driver. Oh, he's got Larson's old crew chief from Priest is Larson's old crew chief from when he was in the 42, Chad Johnson.
Yeah.
He screwed us out of a lot of first career wins that were never meant to be until like 5 years or whatever, or not 5 years, it's like 3, but. Bro's got he's got his community on his shoulders. Anyways, thanks everybody watching right now. What place is Alex Bowman in? Scotty, give you an update. The 48 is in 14th. So he's 2 cars away from going a lap down. Gibbs has now gone a lap down, and yeah, Buescher's lapped all the way up into the top 15, and it's not going to be any easier to put in any of these guys lap down from here on out. He's got Elliott, Bowman, Reddick, Briscoe, the next guys for him to put a lap down. Dude, almost all 4 Stewart Haas cars are running inside of the top 10, man. Only 1 Chevy inside the top 10. Yeah, here we go. Buescher's trying to put Elliott a lap down. We'll see if this affects his lap times here. Hey, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. I appreciate it. Truex. Hey, Hamlin looking outside. Hamlin looking to the inside of Truex. And he's got him on the inside in turns 1 and 2. Just do a quick drive-by. And then Priest will be the next to try and work his way by the 19. I mean, I think Truex probably will still be able to hang on for a top 10, though. Hey, we've got 30 people watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We'll be live next weekend from Michigan. Priest looking to the inside of Truex down the back straightaway. Truex on old tires. Priest trying to get by for 3rd. Priest having a career day. And he's got him. Now there's a bit of a gap back to Keselowski after his mistake on the previous pit stop cycle. Really kind of threw away a potential victory. I think Buescher would have got by him eventually anyways, but I mean, he's still on for a top 5 result. But as I say that, Kyle Busch putting it into gear. He's catching up to the back of this 6 car right now. Kyle Busch has been the lone Chevrolet inside the top 10 for most of the day. Larson's, that line he's running is just so goofy. Logano in 7th, recovering after starting 23rd on the day. He's run top 10 all day. After this race, if they finish where they are right now, he'll be the only driver to have finished top 10 in all 3 of the short track races so far this season. The only other driver that had finished top 10 in the other 2 before today was Kyle Larson, but Kyle Larson has struggled throughout most of the day. Yeah, Harvick in 8th. Once again, not too surprised there. He won this race a year ago. Hasn't really shown that same race-winning pace today. Wallace ran top 5, really top 3 almost the whole day, and has really faded on this final run. He's dropped from originally running 3rd place. Now he's down to 9th, and he's probably going to lose 9th to Almirola here pretty soon. Stewart Haas having a great day. You got Priest in 3rd, Harvick 8th, Almirola soon to be in 9th, Briscoe running out just outside the top 10 in 12th. Oh, Alex Bowman's gone a lap down and got passed by Ty Gibbs. He's down to 16th. Yeah, Hendrick has just not really showed up today.
He's approaching the.
Dang, Elliott. I mean, Elliott is still not gone a lap down, but he's not really holding up the leader too much.
You can tell the race is so boring when they do this. I don't even know what else to do.
Yeah, average running position on the day is 3.3 for Reddick, man, and he's may not even get a top 10.
So sad.
So yeah, right now looking at the poll, everybody thinks Buescher's gonna be able to figure it out and bring it home. Yeah, and I'm starting to agree every lap. I thought Hamlin was gonna be able to chase him down a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's still time, but I haven't really seen it yet. I mean, I'm okay with the Buescher win too. I just want to see something interesting, man. That is the thing. A lot of these guys on the tail end of the lead lap, they are fighting to stay on the lead lap because, you know, if we do finally see that caution flag, that really opens up a whole can of worms.
Yeah, it's been so hot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as the laps continue to tick down, yeah, Prosher really just holding steady that gap between him and Hamlin. But Hamlin in that Mavis scheme has really been just putting together a solid finish after. I mean, in New Hampshire, right? Wasn't he like close to winning that?
Yeah.
And then he obviously won Pocono. Here he's going to finish second.
Yeah, past 2 weeks were really good.
And then you have Priest in third, Truex fourth. Busch trying to get by him.
Here's where it might slow down.
So yeah, Buescher here. He's behind Elliott. Dang, are we going to see a caution flag at all today? This has been crazy in terms of just like the steadiness. Hamlin trying to work his way around some lap traffic. Can't find a way by here. I think that's the thing is Buescher might be getting held up, but Hamlin's getting held up even more. He's got side-by-side lap traffic right in front of him.
Here's Bruce. Dude, it'd be so fun to see a restart. Like.
It's wild, man. Hey, thanks for watching. Said 800 viewers on the day. I appreciate it. Yeah, everybody's got tires remaining, but like that doesn't even matter at this point in the going. If we're not going to see a caution. And there you go, Elliott and Reddick battling side by side. Now, I mean, with 28 to go, Buescher would be having to lose like 2 seconds a lap. No. He'd be having to lose like almost half a second a lap or something. But okay, here we are. Right, Buescher's actually getting held up a little bit, it looks like.
Not really. It's literally staying.
And is Reddick going to fight Buescher much here? As Buescher's gotten to the outside of the 45 with 26 laps to go. Reddick dominated stage 1 and then just got that commitment line violation under the last set of pit stops. And it looks like he's now going to fall lap down to Buescher. Still en route to get a solid top 15 result. But, you know, with the stage points and stage win factored into that, I mean, it was a pretty successful day, but, you know, they're not going to be happy knowing they definitely could have been in position to possibly win this race.
Elliott's gonna fight back if he gets to him.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, Bush though was gotten by Trex. He's up to 4th. Yeah, the 8's on the move a little bit. Now he's probably not gonna be able to catch Priest before the end. But yeah, after Busher, if Busher wins, then that'll lock him into the playoffs. I mean, he was already almost locked in on points anyways. Update on the point situation. McDowell currently the last guy in by 18 points over Ty Gibbs, 19 points over A.J. Allmendinger, 29 points over Suarez, and 40 points over Elliott, and 41 points over Bowman. So things have gotten tighter after today. Now, Bubba Wallace, on the other hand, was able to really help get a big gap here. Now he's got a 57-point cushion, which will definitely make him sleep a little better at night.
Yeah, that's so bad for Keselowski.
I mean, I don't know. Keselowski's still going to get a solid result today. They're still comfortably ahead in terms of the cut line. They literally got a 130-point advantage.
Yeah. He'll be fine, but I don't know. I mean, could have had that win.
Hey, Keselowski, yeah. I mean, he could still, if he gets his laps going, he could go up there and get by Truex probably for another point, get that top 5.
When he said caution, I was like, yo.
Dude, I'm just like, yeah. Oh, whoa, BJ, the car just snapped. I was like, there we go. He's going to go straight into the wall.
It's like they know.
I don't know. Priest might catch Hamlin. Here we are. I mean, the gap's like 0.8 of a second. 19 to go.
They're going to start pushing.
Almirola trying to get by Bubba for 9th. And I think Almirola's got the spot. Bubba just trying to hang on for a top 10 here with 19 laps to go. That 23 car has really faded since the opening stages of this race. And Austin Dillon's going to be right on his bumper here pretty shortly. Crazy. 23XI, both cars might not finish in the top 10, even though it felt like they dominated like almost the whole race. I mean, they still had good points days, but
They both had terrible pit stops. And penalties.
and Larson might still be able to finish off a P19. I'll take it. I don't know. Today's been so rough.
Top 20 is actually good for how bad today was.
I mean, Busher, hey, he's getting held up a little bit. The gap's under 6 seconds. That'd be under 6 seconds. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Let me know in the chat who you think is going to win next weekend at Michigan. Because I think we got Busher with his locked up to win today. Yeah, Chris Busher's got like a 100-point advantage on the cut line. He was already chilling before today. But, I mean, still big win. And, I mean, hey, this is his 3rd win with NASCAR. And I think this really locks in his seat, though, at RFK for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Like, it proves Bristol wasn't any sort of fluke.
Yeah, he's a great short track.
Yeah, 15 to go. Gap's now 5.7 seconds.
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling around.
Nah, yeah. I just need to see somebody, like, just get turned into the wall right now. There's a half a second gap between Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon right now. That's closing. Harvick might be able to catch Logano before the end.
Something exploded. They even running this long.
And
Like made a mistake.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, this will be 2 short track wins for Busher.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody watching right now. Dude,
so happy it was a caution.
I'm like, I'm just, it's been so dull. Buster's coasting right now. Like, because he's got 5.5 second lead. So now the cut line, yeah, it's Harvick's locked, Keselowski's locked, Bubba's 56 to the good. He's going to have to crash like twice to be below the cut line. Or like crash once and run bad. But then Gibbs is only 18 out, Allmendinger 19 out, Suarez 29 out. Like those are manageable. Elliott's 40 out. I mean, Elliott came into the day 55 to the bad, so he made up 15 points. And with 4 more races, if he makes up 15 points in each of those races, he'll end up like 10 points to the good. You know what I mean? So, actually 20 points to the good. So, like, I still think it's anybody, man.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh my God!
Yes! There's a
Oh my
caution!
God!
Let's go! Yes!
Oh my God! Let's go! Let's fucking.
Oh,
my
oh,
God.
something happened.
Suarez.
Oh, yes.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Yes. Ryan
Oh my
Priest
God.
victory. Oh, my
my
Lord.
God.
Yes, something. Oh, Suarez spun.
Let's go.
Something happened. Yes. Oh,
Dude, I'm
don't
so
worry.
happy.
I'm not praying on Chris Buescher's down. Oh, Noah Gregson, of course. He just, like, cleaned him out.
Dude,
Uh,
that gave me instant adrenaline.
oh, yes. Let's go. That was... So Suarez just got dumped by Gregson
Oh my
in
God.
3 and 4.
I cannot believe
NASCAR called in a hit.
it.
Dude.
It's like some Cars 2 crap.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, he literally
Okay.
just turned him, no reason at all.
I mean, there's probably something that led up to that, but I don't know. It's no Gregson.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on in that guy's head sometimes. I love him though.
Wow.
All right.
Thank God for Gregson right now, though.
Now, who know? Everybody's pitting now, and Priest's pit crew is about to sell him.
You gotta clip that.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta clip that. You just hear us in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy. At least Trackhouse does something for me.
Gosh. Okay. And I think Blaney was lucky dog. Maybe he's an Elliott. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go, though. We got a caution. We got a caution. Something happened. Oh. Oh, I think Elliott might have been the free pass. Hold on.
Yeah, he definitely was.
I don't know if he's lapped down yet or not. Okay, they still haven't updated it yet.
That is just insane.
I'm just thankful something happened.
There's a.
Oh,
That was insane.
I'm just thankful something happened. Yeah, so, I mean, Buescher's got, like, the lead off pit road. I don't know, I guess the most spots Priest can lose is, like, 1 or 2. Oh, he's got the first pit stall. Yeah, like, the pit stops aren't going to... I mean, does anybody take 2 tires? No, it's not. There's
10 to go, so.
I don't know. It's probably not worth it. Like, if the field was bunched together, maybe, but, like, you're only going to gain, like, 4 spots anyways. But there's only, like, 12 cars on the lap, so it's like you're not going to lose that many if it doesn't work. So, like, it goes both ways.
This could give Denny some more enemies,
Oh, there's some people taking the wave round. Oh, wait, Larson can take the wave round, I think, even. We'll see who take this. That could be interesting.
though. Ooh, Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Busch gets by Priest, so Priest didn't lose a spot again. Truex, Keselowski, got. So yeah, nothing really changes there. So obviously the choose. I know Gregson just like took him out. So dang, I don't know. I would say obviously Buescher's gonna take the inside. Hamlin, I don't know. Like the outside line is not one. Or well, no, Bubba did get the lead on the one restart using the outside line on Reddick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Hamlin will go outside. I think Busch will go inside.
Leaders usually been
I think Priest will go inside
Yeah.
then rather than outside. I think the first person on the outside has a good chance. After that, I think it's kind of just
Well, I think last time Buescher got like a huge. No, it was Kozlowski. Got like that
huge jump. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Yeah, like I said, Buescher will go low, Hamlin will go high, then Kyle Busch and Priest will both go low, and then Truex will go high.
Yeah. I mean, they are gonna like hit each other and stuff too, so I don't know. Interesting.
Okay.
I believe it.
This is going to get interesting.
You gotta clip that.
Yeah, I know. I got to clip that. Okay. Who's going to win at Richmond, guys? Let me know in the chat. I still think I honestly don't know. I mean, they're going to get restarted probably like 3 laps to go. Or 4 to go maybe at most.
No.
It's already 5 to go. It's going to be 3 laps to go probably. It might even just be 2 to go. Buescher will I would say Buescher still has the advantage because he's got the first spot. And I don't think I don't think Hamlin or Busch need it at the point where they'd spin somebody. Like if Priest was lining up behind Buescher, I think Priest would like shove him up a bit. But I don't think, even though Kyle Busch and Hamlin like will rough people up like we saw last week, I mean Hamlin's on the outside, so I don't even really like he's not even in a position to like shove somebody out of the way. Like he's in a position to get shoved.
Hamlin wouldn't send it. I think like someone like Priest would.
Yeah, like, I think Priest would send it. That's really it. Yeah, like.
Kyle Busch maybe. I don't know.
So yeah, they're gonna get restarted with 3 to go. It looks like here. So I called it Buescher inside, Hamlin outside, then Kyle Busch and Priest inside, Truex outside. We'll see if that's how it goes. Buescher goes. Oh, Kyle Busch goes high. I'm kind of surprised. I just feel like the outside line like hasn't restarted as well. Oh, unless he wants to try and jump to the outside 3 wide. That's what we saw people do earlier. But I don't think you're going to have a big enough of a run from there. Like, we saw people jump to the outside 3 wide, but that worked better when you were further back in the pack because there would be, like, a checkup.
Because if they wreck each other.
I don't think they're going to wreck. I just think that, I don't know. We'll see.
Unless Priest has.
I think Buescher's going to win. Who do you think?
I think Hamlin.
Okay.
It's Hamlin. He's always lucky.
This is Hamlin's home track. I don't know. I think Buescher's got it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, put your final votes in the chat. Who's going to win? Here we go. Into the Geico restart zone for possibly the final time today. It'll be 3 laps to go from Richmond. Can Buescher hang on for his 3rd career victory? Oh, Hamlin spins the tires. There you go. Hamlin spins the tires. Here comes Priest. He's going to be up to 2nd here possibly. Oh, but Buescher's got a good gap down into turn 1 already. Oh, Keselowski going to get his nose in there. Oh, man, how did they make that through cleanly? Oh, boy. Here comes Hamlin, though. Hamlin is up to 2nd. Priest is up to 3rd. Here comes Logano on the outside of 3 wide. Oh, boy. Here comes Hamlin. He might get to the outside of Buescher. 2 to go. Oh, my goodness. Logano is all the way up to 3rd. He's going to pinch off Kyle Busch there. Oh, Hamlin locks it up. He overshoots turn 1, and it's over. Buescher's got it from here on out unless there's a caution. Oh, boy, Logano cuts off. Man, Logano's been making moves here. And here we are, coming off of turn 4. Oh, Priest is all the way back to 5th. One to go. Buescher, is he going to be able to hang on for his 3rd career victory? Keselowski chucked it away after a bad pit stop, but his teammate was there to pick up the pieces. Down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4. Chris Buescher is going to win the Cookout 400 at Richmond and will lock himself into the playoffs. Oh, somebody's in the wall off of turn 4. Hamlin in 2nd. Then Kyle Busch, Logano, and Priest gets his first top 5 of the season. Oh, there's a crash on the front straightaway. Allmendinger in the 77 involved. Keselowski 6th, Truex 7th, Almirola 8th. No, they were just... And, yeah, Briscoe gets an 11th. Wallace falls back to 12th. Yeah. Hey, good day for Stuart Haas, though, still at the end of the day. Good day for RCR, both cars in the top 10.
I thought Priest would have added maybe.
Yeah. Oh, what's Buescher doing? Oh, he's going for the burnout. Oh, boy, man. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the chat. What did you think about that race out of 10? Give me that race out of 10. I mean, that race was... I'm giving that a 4, dude. Like, I don't know. Like a 4.5. 4.5. That was... Without Suarez, that's a 3. I mean... Yeah, I don't... Like, it was... There was some interesting strategy, but, like, I mean, most of the race, the leader was out front by, like, 5 seconds plus. Um,
That is just crazy though.
what a race, guys. What a race. Well, I mean, what a final 3 laps. Oh, boy.
I see the race. Probably not. He's going off.
So now with the updated standings based on where they finished in that mad dash, things did not get jumbled up too much.
Jesus.
Now Buscher's locked in with a win, but
Oh my God, look.
yeah, no, he was burning it down. So McDowell is out front, or no, out front. McDowell's above the cut line by 18 over Gibbs, and by 22 over Allmendinger. And I'm trying to do math. 30 doesn't make sense. He's out front by. He's out front by I think 34 over Daniel Suarez, 40 over Elliott, and 42 over Bowman. And then Bubba Wallace is like 60 points to the good. Or 55. Dang. You're not happy because Alex Bowman didn't win? Oh, well. Oh, well.
Nowhere to be found.
Thanks to everybody watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it.
BJ McLeod, 36.
Well, ladies and gents, we'll talk on here a little longer. Let me know in the chat anything you want to say. We're going to Michigan next week. Strong track for Bubba again, so he might really be able to put himself almost in a point to where he's basically locked in. Stuart Haas ran well there last year, so I think Stuart Haas could also build some more momentum there. Driver of the day. Who's your driver of the day? I know this is a Formula One thing.
Yeah.
Braden, here, do you want to take that chair and sit over here?
Yeah. My voice is messed up.
Oh, you're okay. I know you don't want to talk too loud, but try and talk a little loud.
Let me think though. You go first.
Okay, my driver. Okay, I don't know. I want to say it's obviously you want to say Buscher because, and it's hard to not say Buscher. I have to say Buscher. I mean, we can say the same ones, okay? But I have to say Buscher just because I mean, I want to say Priest, but Buscher really put together the flawless race. You know what I mean? He didn't make any mistakes, and Priest didn't make too many either, but was able to hold him off on that late race restart. His boss man literally messed it up under pressure, and he didn't. So really kind of proving himself a bit there. And here I'm just gonna adjust this camera frame really quick. But yeah, I gotta say Buscher for my my driver of the day.
Alright.
Oh wait, hold on.
No, I'm just gonna move over.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there we go.
All right, my driver of the day.
Speak right.
It's gonna be a surprising one. Joey Logano.
Oh,
Only Penske car to get in the top 5. Terrible qualifying week for them. I mean, they were all in the down low, all low confidence. They're all I don't even know what's wrong with their cars. Finishes 4th, top 5. I mean, that's perfect for Penske, perfect for Logano. I mean, he still ended up having a good week. So, I mean,
I would agree with that shout out because then if you look at his teammates, Blaney was able to recover for 14th, but even then, he ran outside the top 20 majority of the day. So 14th for Blaney, and then Cindric was 26th. So, I mean, that's kind of how Cindric's been this year, but yeah. So that was your driver of the day. Now, who's your L of the day?
you go first.
My L of the day. Okay. So, I mean, I kind of want to say Daniel Suarez. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to say Daniel Suarez is my L of the day. Well, no, I just got to say, I mean, after last weekend at Pocono, he got taken out not of his own circumstance or not of his own doing, but then there was a problem with the car in qualifying, and just Trackhouse as a whole is almost my L of the day. Trackhouse did nothing in this entire race. And now Suarez, luckily because McDowell and Allmendinger didn't run very well, is not in much more of a bigger hole than he was after last weekend. But, I mean, definitely not any sort of a confidence builder for them after this weekend at Richmond. Now, who's your L of the day?
My L of the day. I'm gonna have to say Tyler Reddick, man. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
he was in the top 3 literally the whole race. He was probably one of the number 1 drivers I would have said had the biggest chance to win. I mean, had the pole, looked dominant, was confident, but then again, I mean, a bad pit stop, got a penalty, and he's just gonna move all the way back. I mean, very bad, very bad day for Reddick. He still finished. Where is he? Where is he? 16th. Okay, that's terrible. No.
Okay. So we have our I got one more. Who is your drama queen of the? Who's your Karen of the day? Who's your Karen of the day? My Karen of the day is. I mean, even though I don't really have evidence to back this up, actually here I can check Twitter. I can check Twitter real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I have the best one.
My Karen of the day. I just want to make sure that it's like a justified Karen. I don't even really care if I like find evidence for it or not.
Okay.
My Karen of the day is going to be Noah Gregson for starting off 12th, having like probably his best qualifying all year, and I mean, it just. Oh yeah, like dropped all the way back to 28th early on, and then I don't even know. It just takes out Daniel Suarez for no reason at the end of the race. I mean, they're battling for like 30th, 4 laps down. I mean, he was probably he probably did. He was like, yeah, just treats you right, and it's like you're like he's literally tied with Ty Dillon in points. I mean, oh my gosh. And here we got the official updated point standings. Bubba 54 to the good, McDowell 18 to the good, Gibbs 18 to the bad, Allmendinger 22 to the bad.
Jump up over Martin.
Because of more playoff points right now. Yeah, and then Suarez 34 to the bad, Elliott 40 to the bad. So like, Elliott's still within range. I mean, he made up a good chunk of points today. Anyways. So who's your Karen of the day? Or, I mean, you can just say Noah Gregson as well.
No, I'm gonna have to say Ryan Newman. How are you still in this series? Why are you still just getting lapped like 7 times, just sitting there, like an egg, just like everyone has to pass you, you're just like sitting there swerving, trying to like.
Okay.
It's so annoying. Get out of the series.
I don't know. I actually kind of like that. I can't lie. That's a Karen I like.
Ryan Newman is just like.
I don't know.
Get out.
Okay. Actually, now this isn't really like Karen of the day or anything like that, but now. Based on our point standings right now, there's 1 spot left, let's say there's 2 spots left because Brad and Harvick are locked in. You have Bubba, McDowell, Gibbs, Allmendinger, Suarez, or Elliott, or Bowman. Bowman's not in the picture, but Bowman. Of those 7 drivers, who gets the last 2 spots? I'll go first if you want. Okay, for me. I think this is honestly a really tough one. I'm going to say that I think it's going to be Ty Gibbs and AJ Allmendinger.
For the last 2 spots.
I think it's going to be Ty Gibbs and AJ Allmendinger. I don't think it's going to be Elliott. I think Elliott has a really good shot. I just think that today was a day that Elliott proved why he should probably be in the playoffs. And I think today was also a day why Bowman showed why he's probably not on a lot of people's list to actually make the playoffs right now. He just was mediocre all day. I think he got some stage points at the end of stage 2, but probably ran on average 15th, finished 18th. Just didn't do anything impressive. Elliott was in the top 10, really fighting for it. Made up a decent amount of points on the cut line. Anyways, but yeah, what my justifications are is Ty Gibbs. I think he's getting better every week. Today, the Toyota's also, I think that's another thing, is the Toyota as a whole is moving closer and closer to just the front. Pocono, New Hampshire, and now Richmond. Now, these are tracks that are historically pretty good for them, but the Toyotas have just stolen the show, even though, today Ford won. So I think the whole team's advancing. I think Gibbs is just going to be lifted up by that. And he's a pretty good road course racer. We're going to road courses. And then Allmendinger. Allmendinger's made up over the last month. He's been slowly inching closer to the cut line. At one point, he was below Justin Haley in the points. So he was down in 23rd, and now he's all the way up to 18th. over the last like 2 months, and so he's just steadily progressing forward. And I think with those 2 road courses, I think there's a lot of pressure on them now, but I think if he can finish top 10 and run top 10, like what we kind of saw on Bubba Wallace today, if you can have 2 races like that out of the next 4, I think that'll be huge in locking him into the playoffs. But you can go ahead.
I'd say I agree with you on AJ Allmendinger. I mean, Indy road course. I mean, no one's really good at that, but AJ and I mean Chastain's pretty good. So I think like with the road courses we got left, I mean it's kind of like, I mean it's not like for sure, but I'd say it's like the biggest chance for him to get a win. And then the other one I'd say, which I mean no one's gonna really agree with, and I mean I am a fan of Trackhouse, but Daniel Suarez is one of those drivers that randomly have like a really
He's got that dog in him.
He's got he always has that one week, one week that he just like goes off. I don't know why. It was last year. It was what was it? Infineon or whatever they call it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean,
He's got the what?
No, he's got that dog in him, bro.
Oh yeah.
No, I said last year he was Infineon when he had that dog in him. This year it's whatever comes up. I mean, it could be Michigan. I mean, I don't really think he's gonna go off on a road course. He is good at road courses, but I mean, I don't know. This year it's just been a little feisty there.
I think those are some interesting takes. Some interesting takes. So neither of us said Elliott or Bowman, or Bubba, who's currently 50 to the good.
Ain't no way
And I don't want to hate on Bubba. I think Michigan's a good track for him. So I actually I think if it's not Gibbs or Allmendinger, I think Bubba is like the most likely. But I just think the road courses he is so bad there historically. Yo, somebody was wall riding coming to the finish.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did you see that?
Was
it Cindric? No, look at this. I think they should give a penalty out for that because they said they're going to do it. Look, off of turn 4. Who is that? Yeah, look, there's Wall Road. Do you see that guy?
Yeah.
And at the end of the shot, the glare is crazy. It looked like a blue car. And I don't even know why they crashed.
77, that'd be funny. It probably wasn't intentional though.
Oh, I think it was McDowell right there based on that shot. I think McDowell wall rode in the final turn. I wonder if they'll get a penalty for that.
I mean,
I don't know. It was like for a very short margin, but I think it definitely gave him like a spot or 2.
He'd probably say it wasn't intentional. Yeah, I mean, Newman got a few extra spots from that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for us. Thanks, everybody who tuned in today. We'll be back next weekend. Yeah, what a win, NASCAR guy and corn dog. And, yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next one. I'm out.
Peace out.
Oh, wait, hold on.